into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Yeah, just like that, the weekend is done and dusted. It's Monday morning. What's happening?
I almost shed a tear when you said that, because can we just have the weekend extended a little bit? One more day, that's all I'm asking for. Is that too much? Come on.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Speaking of, how was your weekend?
Listen, I had a great weekend. I've been working non-stop, Raul, 7 days a week, radio on the weekend, Expresso during the week, and this weekend I did absolutely nothing.
Yes, I love the sound of
You
that.
just need like a weekend to veg out on the couch sometimes, you know what I mean? And I really got to do that, no expectation, no responsibility, so I feel very refreshed and renewed today.
Oh, wow.
How about you?
I need that. I'm like the very opposite of that, so I didn't get any time to rest. We worked straight after the show on Friday, went into an event, and then I had a bachelor's this weekend as well.
Oh my, enough said.
Yeah,
enough
so
said.
you can hear I'm struggling this morning as well, guys, but I've got you here this Monday morning. And of course, we had a chance to watch the Ruggers. I went to the stadium on Saturday, so that was also crazy.
Also why your voice is gone.
Also, I was screaming for the supporters, but it was such a crazy game with Munster. We'll be talking about that this morning. Of course, Lorenzo's coming through. But we want to talk about things with you, Mzansi. It's not just about us this morning. It's more about you. That's why we always welcome you to our Feel Good Breakfast show and welcoming you into the week from a beautiful weekend. So firstly, hope you had an incredible one. Hope it was more of this. Or
Yes,
maybe,
please.
maybe a
I'm
balance of the
hoping.
two. But of course, we want to know from you this morning, when it comes to something a little bit different to the weekend conversation, this is what it's about. Now, if there's anything you avoid, a food or a place or an activity, and is it because it reminds you of an ex? That's what we want to know this morning. Because of one of your exes, do you avoid a food, a place, or an activity that kind of just reminds you too much of them? And for the right reasons or the wrong reasons, we want to know. Obviously, you can come through and have fun with this one. Maybe it's something that kind of just gets you really emotional, sad, or maybe even too happy to remember it because it's just too heartfelt to think about. This is the crazy stuff we want you to come through with this morning, Mzansi. Make it a fun one. Maybe you've got some pictures, or maybe you've got a crazy story. I'll share my story with you maybe later today if I can think of something wild. But Carissa, what about you? Anything you're avoiding of late?
To be honest, it's usually a place, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to visit those parts anymore because it's associated with a particular somebody.
Oh, I feel you. I still get those feelings sometimes when I go to a certain place that we used to frequent, and then the heart starts pumping. I'm like, what if they're here? What if they see us? I feel you.
Crazy,
I feel. Well, listen, Mzansi, come through. Let us know. The number is 0634088863. Don't forget to use the hashtag Expresso. We want to have fun with this one this morning. Start off the Monday on your Feel Good Breakfast show on the right foot, and that's right here for the next 3 hours. So, with that being said, let's see what we can bring you when it comes to all things official duties. And Carissa's starting off with the news headlines. Check it out.
Thank you so much, Raul. 3 minutes after 6 o'clock. Let's get into your national news first, where Basic Education Minister Siviwe Gwarube has announced that all preparations are complete for the 2024 matric final exams, which begin today with Afrikaans and English Paper 3. Now, approximately 732,000 full-time candidates and 136,000 part-time candidates will sit for the exams at around 7,000 examination centers across the country. The exams will conclude on the 28th of November, encompassing both the Independent Examinations Board and the National Senior Certificate pupils. Gwarube emphasized that the class of 2024 has faced significant challenges, having started grade 8 during the height of COVID-19. Meanwhile, the Department of Basic Education is closely monitoring weather conditions as the final exams commence today. Hubert Mweli, the department's Deputy Director General, is in discussions with authorities in the Eastern Cape and KwaZulu-Natal, where heavy rainfall may disrupt examinations over the coming days, as reported by the South African Weather Service. Mweli is also coordinating with the Department of Cooperative Governance to ensure that students can sit for their exams, even if disruptions do occur. Looking further afield at your international news, where Egypt has been certified malaria-free by the World Health Organization or the WHO, a milestone celebrated as, quote, truly historic. Now, WHO Chief Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus remarked that malaria, which has plagued Egypt's pharaohs since ancient times, is now part of its past. The certification is awarded when a country demonstrates that the transmission chain has been interrupted for at least 3 consecutive years. Egypt becomes the third nation in the WHO's Eastern Mediterranean region to receive this status, following the United Arab Emirates as well as Morocco. Malaria annually claims approximately 600,000 lives, primarily in Africa. Indonesia's Prabowo Subianto yesterday took over as president of the world's third largest democracy, vowing to combat internal issues such as corruption that plague the country and to make it more self-sufficient. The 73-year-old officially became Indonesia's 8th president after he was sworn in during a ceremony at Indonesia's parliament to lead the country of 280 million people. Prabowo, who unsuccessfully ran for the presidency twice before, said in a fiery speech that he would be president for all Indonesians and challenged the nation to help him face down the country's problems. And finally, knock knock, who's there? The renowned Owl Rescue Centre near Hartenbuursport. They are dedicated to protection of owls in South Africa. Well, recently, however, their compassionate mission extended to a tiny injured baboon named Mr. Beans. Struck by a car near Lanseria Airport, he lay motionless on the road. Passing motorists thought he was dead, but fortunately, Rescue Centre volunteer Raquel Starhawk noticed his open eyes and swiftly brought him to the centre. After 2 weeks of tender care and rehabilitation, Mr. Beans thrived and fully regained his strength. On Saturday morning, his troop was spotted by the nearby river, so Mr. Beans' caretakers took the opportunity to take him home. Mr. Beans joyfully reunited with his family, his excited calls echoing through the air. Love that story. That's where we leave your news for this morning. And to spill the beans on all things to do with the sports, here's Ryle.
Thank you so much, Carissa. Keeping a keen eye on this one right now. And talking of, we dive to the world of cricket. Now, the Protea women's dream run at the ICC Women's T20 World Cup ended in heartbreak with a 32-run defeat to New Zealand in the final at Dubai International Stadium. Now, despite the strong tournament and a thrilling semi-final win over Australia, the Proteas struggled in the final. Now, New Zealand, led by Amelia Kerr's 43 runs and 3 wickets, posted 158 runs for 5. Now, the Proteas women couldn't keep the pace and finishing on 126 for 9, handing New Zealand their first T20 World Cup title. Well, from cricket, we move next to rugby, and it was a super Saturday for South African teams in the United Rugby Championship, with the Lions, the Sharks and the Stormers all securing crucial victories. Now, the Lions edged Zebre Palmer 10-9 in tough Italian conditions, and the Sharks beat defending champions Glasgow Warriors 28-24 in Durban. And then on top of this, the Stormers claimed a 34-19 bonus point win over Munster. Now, the only setback was the Bulls' narrow 23-22 loss to Scarlets on Friday after a late red card decision. Well, moving from rugby to football, and the Reds come back marching strong. Liverpool have returned to the top of the Premier League with a 2-1 win over Chelsea at Anfield. And that's thanks to Mohamed Salah's penalty and Curtis Jones' decisive goal. Now, Nicholas Jackson briefly equalised for Chelsea, who suffered their first league loss this August. And the Reds are now 1 point ahead of Manchester City, who snatched a late 2-1 victory at Wolves. On top of this, Arsenal fell 2-0 at Bournemouth after William Saliba's red card, while Manchester United beat Brentford 2-1. Well, we stick to footballing action right now, and Orlando Pirates faced a shocking 3-2 defeat to debutants Magesi FC in the Carling Knockout Cup at Orlando Stadium on Saturday. Now, as the reigning Cup kings, Pirates struggled after Delano Abraham scored for Magesi in the 32nd minute and followed by an own goal from Tabiso Sesana 5 minutes later. Now, just before halftime, Edmore Chirambadare pounced on a saved penalty, extending Magesi's lead to 3-0. Now, despite late goals from Capello, Dlamini and Mohopa in the final minutes, Pirates couldn't complete the comeback. Now, Magesi Football Club joins the likes of Stellenbosch, Mamelodi Sundowns, and Kaizer Chiefs in the quarter-finals. Oh, it's going to be thrilling stuff indeed. And we got Lorenzo here to talk about all things sport this weekend. For now, though, let's see how we can serve you in the world of weather.
Thank you so much, Raul, for that. The South African Weather Service has issued an orange warning level 6 for disruptive rainfall expected along the coast and nearby areas between Port Alfred and Richards Bay, potentially causing infrastructure damage and major traffic disruptions due to flooded or closed roads. A yellow warning, level 4 for severe thunderstorms, is in effect over much of KwaZulu-Natal, southwestern Mpumalanga, Gauteng, Free State, Northwestern Province and northeastern Northern Cape, which may result in hail and wind damage to structures as well as vehicles. Additionally, another yellow warning, level 4, has been issued for localized flooding affecting the Nelson Mandela Bay Metro and surrounding municipalities. And lastly, extremely high fire danger conditions are expected in parts of northern Limpopo and the Northern Cape. Now let's have a look at the sunrise view of the hour. Yes, of course, we started off on Monday with this beautiful view from Charmaine out in Shelley Beach. The sun's definitely rising a little bit earlier for us, so mornings are beginning right now. Thank you so much, Charmaine, for this gorgeous view. My goodness, that definitely set me in the greatest of moods for this Monday ahead. And if you too would like to share your morning views with us, and we encourage you to do so, 0634088863 is that number that you can get in touch with us with all your beautiful pictures as we say hello Monday. For now, let's look at your temperatures with what you can expect today.
Oh yes, Monday morning coming at you, and the weather's looking not too bad. I'm ready for the season.
Come
We got the
on.
shirt on, so we're gonna make this a Monday to bring in all the heat. And speaking of, we got some hot stuff here. Let me cool you down so long while you talk to the people, right?
Thank you. I absolutely love that. Some milk for our coffee this morning as you prepare your coffee as well, because there's so much to still come up on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We're going to get into talking all things TikTok, especially when it's discovering, uncovering and encouraging young talent. And that's what the platform's all about at the end of the day.
100%.
Yeah.
We're always diving into some inspiration from the world of TikTok, and there's so much when it comes to creativity there. And that's why we bring it to the forefront of you, so you don't have to sift through all the chaos. But speaking of sifting through, we sifted through some talent, and we found some of the very finest. Werner Bekker's here talking about a new EP. So Mzansi, everything to come your way, ticking the box of entertainment and nothing but the good stuff. So ready to sip on that?
Come on, cheers,
Right after
Rao.
this, don't go anywhere, Mzansi.
Let's get this Monday started.
Yum.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
And just like that, we're back on your feel-good breakfast show on S3. It is, of course, Expresso. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this morning. And listen, yes, we're starting off with some good entertainment because Werner Bekker is a singer and songwriter known for his acoustic-driven folk sound. We had a listen during the break, and I'm telling you, you're in for a good time. Now, his genuine approach to music creates an emotional connection, taking listeners on a heartfelt exploration. I think we should take a listen to his single. It's called Nectarines.
Let your walls come down. Let the tears irrigate your face. If you wanna come around, I can make you laugh and we can travel space. I'll even go downtown. If you want, I can show you.
Ooh, feeling the vibes this morning. That is how you get your Monday started. Let's give him a feel-good welcome. Werner's in the building. Listen, Werner, I need to talk about the name of this EP because my mind went running when I saw it. Love the texture, hate the taste.
Yes.
What are we talking about?
This is a question that everyone asks me, and everyone says it in the same sort of way that you just said. The song Nectarines has a line in it where I say, I know you hate the texture, but you love the taste.
Yeah.
I'm talking about an ex of mine, so it's actually so fitting that you guys. She loved the taste of mangoes, but hated that texture, you know. And so it was actually about mangoes. Nectarines work better with the rhyme scheme, so I ended up going with nectarines.
No, we love it. Also, no mango slander here. Like, we will not take it. Everybody loves mangoes. But I'm here for it. What sort of themes do you explore throughout your EP? I mean, of course, you touched on your ex. Anything else?
Yeah, so it's all about love and loss. I feel like throughout the whole EP, we often build up relationships in our minds, and it becomes this idyllic thing that we envision for ourselves. We lose track of where we're actually at in our lives. And so a lot of the songs delve into that sort of love relationship.
Right, and that's the beautiful thing about art as well, because sometimes we sit there with broken hearts or with so much joy and we don't know how to articulate it necessarily. And then you come along, Werner, and we're like, yes, that's exactly how I feel right now. So I want to talk about your writing process. I mean, you clearly talk from experience. So what is the process that you go through to create a song?
Yeah, I always write songs that are close to my heart, about things that bother me or things that make me happy. I think it's very important for me to be authentic in my music. My writing process generally starts with guitar, and I'll sit down and play something until I find something that makes me feel.
Ooh.
As soon as I feel, then I know the lyrics are about to come.
Oh my goodness, I'm here for it, because I think that when you listen, you can also pick that up as well as the person consuming your music.
Thank you.
I do have a question though. I mean, you're an artist and I'm a creative too, and sometimes when it comes to getting our hearts broken, we want to sit in the sadness, right? Because it does fuel the music, it fuels the passion, it fuels the project. But how do you actually overcome heartbreak?
Yeah, I think that's the hardest part of being a musician or an artist in general, is that you tend to want to stay there.
Yeah.
I find that songs, or writing songs at least for me, is very cathartic, and it helps me to deal with the pain.
Yeah.
And I try not to hold on to it too long. I'll take a few months and write about a specific topic, and then try and move on to something new, so that I don't stay in that rut of continuing to feel bad.
Yeah. Perpetual sad boy. No, I hear it. Okay, so this is an EP. Is it part of a bigger project? Can we expect an album coming?
Yes. Yeah, actually, so next year I'll be touring in Europe in May or so.
Yeah.
And I'm going to Germany, Austria, and Switzerland.
Wow.
I've seen some of the dates already, and I'm so excited to go to some of the cities that I've never been to.
Yeah. And in their summer, right? Or at least spring, summer.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
So our autumn, more or less. All right. And then after that, I'll be releasing a full-length album, which I'm so excited about. We're about halfway done.
Oh my gosh.
Doing the album.
Ooh, I'm excited, but we do get a taste of this today in the EP. I got to remind you of that name once again. Love the texture, hate the taste. We've got Werner Bekker with us, and I can't wait to get into a couple of tracks, because it's not just one. I think you're giving us like 2 to 3 tracks today.
Yes.
Ooh, we get a front row experience into the mastermind behind something great that's coming your way on the Feel Good Breakfast Show. Ryle, how do you feel about this?
I'm feeling too excited about this one. And before we even get into the entertainment, why don't we get Werner in on this one and chat to him about our Good Morning post? Because we're chatting to you, Mzansi. And a reminder, bro, good morning. How are we doing?
Good on yourself.
Oh, I'm so excited, man. It's so good to have you here this morning. Looking
Lovely
forward
to
to
be
hearing
here,
your tunes. It's always a banger. But listen, bro, we were chatting to Mzansi this morning, right? And maybe you can fill us in on this one. We were asking if there's any food, place, or anything crazy that you avoid because of an ex, right? So I know you might have something interesting to share with us. You mentioned something about mangoes
Yeah,
earlier.
so I was just about to say, I think mangoes is definitely one for me right now. And maybe even nectarines, although it's not really the case, like it's still the context
It's
of
kind
it.
of, that makes sense, man. I love that answer, but we've got Mzansi here who's also waiting on the conversation. So Quobus Daniel says, good morning, Expresso family. I'm waking up with a laugh on this post. A place is a place, food is food, so it's a free country. I hope from her side. So I don't know, maybe he's got some ideas and he's hoping that hasn't happened. We got another one here, Ayanda saying, good morning, beautiful people, happy Monday. I don't know if he's saying happy Monday, Ayaz, or if he's referring to a place, but he's referencing Hard Bay, Cape Town. So something obviously happened down in Hard Bay, Cape Town. And then we got another one from Alex saying, for me, avoidance, just freedom. Why memories shape me but don't define me. Life is too short to avoid favorite things. So maybe offering some advice there, I think, for those that are maybe going through it.
Good advice to follow.
I always, in my mind, it's always like a song or two that I just hear and I'm like, oh no. It brings up feelings, it brings up nostalgia. More comments though, however. We've got one from Malloy who says, I'm triggered by Morula View. When I'm in the area, I become anxious.
Oh, wow.
So you can imagine like what magic was probably shared there, or maybe it was a crazy fight or something. But you know, it's weird how like places can become nostalgia. And then we've got a lot of people saying good morning. Janine says good morning, Expresso team, and Fata as well. So yeah, Werner, I think a lot of people resonating with what you might have to say this morning.
It feels good not to be alone, man.
Does it? Okay, cool. Well, you aren't alone, and I think there's so many people out there watching you this morning. Want to say thank you for sharing your magic with us. We're looking forward to that EP release, and of course, just good music on a Monday, man. So that's why you're here. I want to say thank you again. I'll leave you to go get sound checked on that one, and for you, Mzansi, I'll leave you to the rest of the good stuff. What to look forward to? Let's see.
Lots of good stuff coming your way on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And I'm also really glad that we get through this heartbreak together, okay? But not only that, of course, Werner is going to stick around. We're going to get into some entertainment news to catch you up on the latest with your favorite local and international celebrities. And then it doesn't stop there. The TikTok Discover Yourself campaign, we got to get into that to talk to the creators, both Nicole and Grace. You're in for such a good time on this Monday. Let's get things kick-started. I'll see you after this break.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
You're still on your Feel Good Breakfast Show right here on S3. And it is always so good to be with you, Expresso family. And today we get to celebrate amazing content creators who are doing the things that need to be done. It is, of course, TikTok, where we are able to find content that is not just relatable, but it is also inspiring. And this is why with their hashtag TikTok Discover Yourself, it really is all about self-discovery. The two ladies who are sitting next to me today genuinely make it a better place, because we've got Grace Mondlana, who's all about the lifestyle, and then we got Nicole Wok, who is all about finding amazing deals and a whole lot more. And we get to learn a little bit more about them, all in the name of TikTok Discover Yourself. Let's welcome them to the Feel Good Breakfast Show, everybody. Come on. Hello, ladies. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Amazing. All the better for seeing you guys in person, not just on my screen. Oh, my goodness. Grace, let's start with you, my babe, because you started off as a teacher, right? And now here you are being a content creator. How does you, having been a teacher, kind of allow you to genuinely dive into your content where you're able to create a space where people feel like, okay, this is home for me?
So I actually graduated this year in May, and I never got to teach.
Really?
I made a decision to get into content creation straight away from varsity. So people grew with me from varsity through uni diaries, and seeing my transition from varsity to having my own apartment. I believe everyone inspires to have that. So that's how I built my community, essentially.
That's beautiful. And your apartment's so beautiful. Yours,
Thank
we've
you.
seen
Appreciate
it.
it.
And Nicole, with you, you're somebody who went from marketing to a full-time content creator. Talk to us about that journey, and also even just like what a day in your life kind of looks like.
So I studied consumer sciences, marketing and stats. And after that, I was like, okay, well, what am I going to do? So because I had the marketing background, I went into the marketing side and the social media and kind of that direction. And I really enjoyed it, and I was doing well, but I was like, there's something still missing. And I was like, okay, well, let me, you know, discover myself and put that out on TikTok, and people were enjoying it. And that's, you know, that's kind of how I started. And this year I took it full time, and it's just been the most amazing experience. I get to meet people like you. I get to go places, see new things, discover new things, and it's been an incredible journey.
That's beautiful. They go, I get to meet you because of your great work. And guys, I mean, I feel like you genuinely just create a space that allows people to not just resonate with you, but it kind of creates a sense of belonging. So when you go into your content where you're like, hey, now I'm shooting this, what's sort of your game plan to make sure that that actually translates to the people?
So with myself, I'll start with myself. I create vlogs, a lot of vlogs. So I make sure that the first few seconds of the vlogs are catchy. And also, it's very important that when you create a vlog, someone should feel like they are a part of the experience, but not just watching you do your life, but watch life through your lens. It could be trying new restaurants like Nicole does. It could be traveling to a destination. So people will become a part of that. So,
I love that. And you, Nicole?
So I think my background in studying the consumer buying behavior has definitely helped me. But before I put something out on my social media, I always ask myself, is it funny or entertaining, or is it something of value? And that's kind of the two things that, you know, I always tell people, like, when you're creating content, value or entertaining, that's the only thing that people want to see.
Yes. Beautiful. And ladies, I mean, I feel like you guys are like the queens of TikTok, right? You know a lot about the platform, and I want to get into what we call the creator search insights, right? And this is a feature that not many people know about. So how does it help you create your content?
The insight helps a creator to find posting times, their demographics. You know, it's important that you don't post a Sunday vlog on a Tuesday afternoon, like, you know. I believe in real-time content myself. My people know that I post content in real time. So my viewers are usually online at 6 p.m. And I'll post at 5 p.m. so that when they log in at 6 p.m., it's already on the feed.
So, this thing is started.
I've actually learned something now. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I love that. But then, Nicole, I want to come to you because you're somebody who goes out, you go and find restaurants and find the best deals and all these different things. How do you use that in terms of you now creating this content that people are able to just consume, but also how do you find all this stuff?
So it's kind of like a tricky one. I don't like filming things that have been discovered already. And so I'll find things on TikTok, like new things to do in Joburg, or something different to do in Joburg, or, you know, a new store that has great deals, and I'll go in and see for myself. And if I really feel like it's a great hack or great deal or great restaurant, then I don't want to gatekeep. That is my whole page. I do not gatekeep, and I don't understand why people gatekeep. Guys, come on.
They like to think they have their own secrets.
Exactly.
Come on.
I don't understand it. So my whole platform is, I'm not a gatekeeper. If it's good, I'm going to be posting about it. And I just, my parents get so annoyed with me because I'm always like, oh, there's a new restaurant that I want to try. And the last restaurant that I posted, my dad was literally salivating. He's like, Nicole, this doesn't need to be filmed. Come on. I'm like, it needs to. Like, I need to tell people about this place. And the brownie was sizzling, and I could hear him drooling in the background. So I enjoy, you know, if something is good, I want to share it with people, and I want them to experience the same thing.
Beautiful. I love that your dad said, this work is too good now. You're making it look too amazing, essentially. Well, ladies, I love that you guys continue to trend on TikTok. Please keep being our queens, and well done on all the amazing work that you're doing.
Thank you.
And may you continue to be recognized more and more by all of the platforms and everything. But thank you for entertaining South Africa.
Oh, thank you for having us.
It is Grace Matlaila as well as Nicole Walk. And friend on TikTok, whether it is you uncovering a hidden talent, perhaps finding a new passion, or learning a new hobby, TikTok is the space for it all. And this is why you, my friend, can indeed be a winner. All you have to do is tell us, in fact, just this. Are you listening properly? What's a life hack that everyone should know? And Mzansi, you could stand a chance to win 5,000 Rand in cash just like that. Just for telling us what's a life hack that everyone should know. Comment on our TikTok video using the hashtag TikTok Discover Yourself, and you're entered, and hopefully all the odds will be in your favor. It is TikTok, where we are indeed all about self-discovery and a whole lot more. Stick around. You're still on your Feel Good Breakfast show right here on S3.
My beautiful Zan, thank you so much for that. Let me tell you about a life hack right now, Mzansi, that you could actually win big this Monday really easily. Grab your phone or your feet, and I'll tell you exactly how to do this. Play Daily Lotto for an estimated 450,000 Rand jackpot, and don't get left behind in this, okay? Buy your tickets now in store or on the National Lottery website, which is nationallottery.co.za. There's a mobile app for you, or cell phone banking, or you could simply just dial *120 *7529# for all USSD. Now, of course, these details are all on our Expresso social media pages. You can find us, give us a follow at Expresso Show, and go and check it out. Panda Pusha Play Daily Lotto for an estimated 450,000 Rand jackpot today for your chance at a big payday. And it's not even the 25th, imagine. All you got to do is play now. And as you think about exactly the method that you'll do that, Raul's got you when it comes to what is still to come on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Oh yes, your Feel Good Breakfast show is getting even better because we brought in some young superstars. Yes, these two from Tastmasters Junior are going to go head to head. We've got a mystery box challenge. So we're going to find out who these incredible young faces are, what they're going to be doing, and who's going to be the judge. It's going to get interesting. It's going to get fun, and maybe you can stick in and jump in and find out what's happening right now. So I'm not going to let them see because they're not supposed to, and it's a mystery. But what I am going to do is kind of give you guys a sneak peek right now. So guys, don't look. It's a mystery, but I don't know if you guys can see that. Boom, boom, boom. That should be your clue right now. All right, so I'm going to carefully place this back over. Hopefully they didn't see, and let's get this challenge going. Mzansi, we'll see you after this. Hope you didn't peek. Did you? We'll see. We'll find out.
welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. If now is the time that you just switched on over, come on, you came at a great time because we're about to get into some entertainment news. Catching up with all of your favorite celebrities. Raul, you love this, don't you?
I love the Scone. I'm here
I
for it.
love the Scone. Well, we got to start off with somebody really special. I absolutely love her. Baby, it's Keke Palmer. She's a child star, but of course has really stepped into her own. She recently also became a mother and was announced as being part of a big hair care not local, but natural hair care brand. So ticking all the boxes when it comes to really being a full-on entrepreneur, as well as an artist, a celebrity. Yes, we love her. But she recently opened up about something and was very vulnerable about the fact that when she was 18 years old, she went completely bankrupt. Now, this is a child star who gained so much success and so much money, didn't know what to do with it, clearly had the wrong advice from different people and ended up in a situation that could have really ended badly. I mean, she could have been homeless for all we know.
I didn't know that.
And now she recently has turned, I think, 31, 32 years old and said, you know what? I've recently taken on the fact that investment is important. Really taking note of every single cent that I spend is absolutely vital. And she said she even lives like a regular person, not like a celebrity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know what that means.
I was going to say, what is her regular compared to ours? But I like that. I think it's something that that's quite important that a lot of us are not having a conversation about. And that's what you do if you find yourself coming into money. Not many of us are actually trained to deal with it. And your initial instinct is, you know what I mean?
Spend that moolah.
Keep balling, baby, and I think that's something that we need to get rid of because we need to take this as an opportunity. And I think learning from other people's mistakes is a great opportunity to maybe not go down that same road. And this is great warning, if anything, right?
And also just nice that she can be that vulnerable and open with us. You know, many people would keep this silent because it's got so much shame surrounding it. But she said, nope, I've made it to the other side and let me tell you exactly how I did this. So shout out to you, Keke Palmer. We absolutely love you. She's so talented and of course also full of the words of wisdom. Now we got to bring it back to our soil. Mikasa, we all know and love them. And one of the band members, Moti, really came forward with something so heartwarming and so beautiful. And he was saying that, you know, playing the instrument, which is the trumpet that he's so good at, has been passed down generationally along the paternal line. So his grandfather played it, his father played it, and now he's also carrying on that legacy. And he said there were stories of hearing from his dad that the two of them would, you know, get together and learn how to play this instrument that thankfully his father carried on onto him as well. And if he has a boy one day, I'm hoping that that legacy will continue.
That's so cool. I love that. It's like I wouldn't call it a family heirloom, but like a tradition. Like we come from a long line of trumpet players, like saxophonists. I think that's really cool. And I think it's what a beautiful thing when you have that sort of inherent ability in your DNA. And then you have people around you that encourage that and stimulate that and nourish that talent. So I think it's beautiful to see it being passed down as a legacy like that. And if you look at the era and the ages that this instrument has kind of passed through, I think it's beautiful to see that it hasn't been the same thing. As the instrument moves through these times, you see a different way of expression come through.
Come on, Mikasa with the trumpet, it just, the band coming together.
Exactly that, and I love how it keeps reinterpreting itself within music. So this is a cool little story, which I think is going beyond just our talents, but more our passion and our legacy. And not to say we can't redefine and create a legacy now for our future generations. So maybe if you're thinking of starting some of that with a kid, now's the best time.
Now is the
time. Get a piano, get a guitar, make that the thing that your family starts playing and it becomes known for. I think that's awesome. That's
14
so cool.
years, Raul.
That's
They've
impressive.
been doing this. Impressive.
Yeah,
dude.
wow, it's making me feel old because I think I remember the first song. That means, hey, now.
You know what I'm saying? But we dance along to Moti regardless. In fact, I'm going to see him this weekend at the Cape Spring Experience. I can't wait to get into that. Another person that I'm so incredibly proud of, I mean, we stay being part of her legacy, and that is Bonang Mathebe. We got to bow down because once again, she has really made history. Now, Bonang's Bedazzled. It's one of those things that I really wanted to watch for so long and would sit on my YouTube channel waiting for the next episode of Segment Upload. And now it's on SABC, which is really exciting. And it's reached a milestone, becoming the 13th most watched show on S3.
Oh, wow.
Obviously, though. Obviously.
Nice.
And it's got a total number of viewers of 331,238. And that's mostly me, just so you guys know, watching the repeats and then watching Bonang again and again and again. I'm such a fan of hers. And it just makes sense, especially watching a mogul, media mogul like her, take us behind the scenes.
Yeah, and I love the fact that we're bringing it back to South African audiences and making it accessible to our people again. I mean, she is like a national treasure, pretty much.
International treasure,
I mean, she's
that.
celebrated not only in the country, but I think across the continent, across the globe. And I think this is a sort of a fitting celebratory moment to say, yes, stamp of approval was never needed. This is just another one, another accolade, another reason, and another stand of testament to say, yeah, this is the queen that we always get behind, and she still brings the numbers, she brings in the views, and there's a reason why we celebrate her.
Come on.
It's not just smoke and mirrors, it's for real.
All we gotta say is champagne, darling.
Yes.
This is what we need. Bring it on, Bonang. Congratulations. This is so stunning, but also expected because, I mean, you're so great. Look at you. And moving from one great woman in South Africa to yet another one that left our shores not too long ago. Her name, of course, is our previous Miss South Africa from 2011, Melinda Bam.
Oh, yeah.
She is so incredible and recently announced that her and a man are having their second baby.
Oh, nice. So
How
good.
exciting. They went to Instagram to post a really cute gender reveal video that you can see right now.
Oh, nice. Bring it on.
Oh, who's cutting Annie?
Come on.
That was so beautiful. They're having a little baby girl to go along with their firstborn son. Congratulations to the two of them, Melinda and her husband, and we wish you all the best on your beautiful journey of pregnancy.
Yeah, I'm so excited to see that this is still happening. I know that this is not something that we want to talk about, but if you really think about it, there's a lot of challenges, there's a lot of issues and a lot of struggles with having a baby these days. So it's always just something beautiful to be able to celebrate new life, new magic, new moments, and I'm absolutely here for it because it means new opportunities.
Yes. Speaking about new moments, new opportunities, Ral, I think you got to create some of those in the kitchen.
Let's go do that right now.
Yes.
See you soon.
Get yourself ready for that. So much is still coming your way, but that is it from our news entertainment desk for today. But the conversation doesn't end. Don't worry. Our social platforms are always up to date with what is happening on the social streets. So be sure to give us a follow. You can find us at Expresso Show. And I'll see you on Wednesday with more entertainment news.
Oh yes, we are ready. We are jumping from entertainment to being entertained, and not by me this time, but by our young superstars in the kitchen. And this is obviously a time to have fun, and a reminder for you, Mzansi, that when we are in the kitchen, I think it's an incredible opportunity to create memories. Think about all the nostalgia that we have in life. A lot of it involves being in the kitchen and involves good food. So what's happening here exactly? Well, let me talk to you, all right? Joining us in the kitchen are Taste Master Junior contestants, Jazara and Tineke. Now, they are both here. They're about to face off in an exciting breakfast mystery box challenge. Now, with just 5 minutes on the clock, they must use a mystery box of ingredients to whip up a delicious and creative breakfast. Now, we've already done just that. So before we even get into it, they've had a quick moment to check out their mystery boxes. First, we want to find out from you guys, how are we doing? Are we good?
Nervous?
Okay, that's an honest answer. I appreciate that. Waking up on live TV, 5 a.m., pretty much early in the morning, and you come through here to show off your skills. I'm impressed, and I'm absolutely proud of both of you. You think that the Taste Master Junior has equipped you with some more skills in order to nail the challenge ahead?
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah? Tineke, what was it like being on the show? What was the experience like for you?
It was really cool.
Yeah?
It was something I never really experienced before, thought about, but I really enjoyed it and I learned a lot. So
Can you imagine, especially being thrown in the deep end like that? You're forced to learn and come up with the good stuff. For you, Jazara, how was it kind of going under the pressure and still trying to showcase, I'm sure, the incredible skill set that you do have? Was it quite overwhelming for you?
It was overwhelming at first, but then I got used to it and I actually learned a lot about myself and about baking and cooking in general.
Nice, Jazara. Well, listen, the pans, I think they are on. If they're not, let me just put them on for you so that we can make sure that this is nice and even. So we've got pan number 1 on. That's also on. All right, so with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we've got ingredients over here. We're not going to talk too much through it. We'll talk through it as we go, but I think you guys are ready. Any questions, any concerns before we go? All right, big breath, 1, 2, 3, and clock's on. Let's go, baby. We're in the kitchen. A reminder, if you just tuned in right now, we've got Tinika and Jazara, who are our Tastemaster Junior contestants. They had an incredible experience on the show, and now they're showcasing to you how they can do that on live TV. If there was ever any pressure, this was the occasion. And of course, we've got a judge to find out who's going to be coming out here the top dog in this challenge, but let's see what's happening over here. So Tinika's just popped some eggs in here and making sure she doesn't add too much calcium by taking the shells out. So well done there. We don't want to add too much crunch. And then Jazara's gone for the fruity option, starting with strawberries. I don't know where this is going, but we shall find out. So can you plug me in on your steps here, Tinika? What's happening here?
just put some butter in the pan. So
Okay.
I'm gonna cook some spinach.
Ooh, okay, yum.
And then I'm gonna make scrambled eggs with the spinach in, if I can get the eggshells out.
That's fine. I love that. Spinach, that's always good for the muscles, that's good for strength, so absolutely here for it. Jazara, on your side, what are you up to over here with these strawberries? And I think you put some sugar in there too, right?
I put some sugar and water. I'm making a strawberry compote and then some French toast.
A strawberry compote? Wow, okay. What is happening here? We have elevated this breakfast experience, showing off some skill sets. I thought we were going to get like scrambled eggs maybe on a croissant. But no, that's way too basic for these two. They are definitely stepping it up right now. I see the spinach is going in the pan. Just slicing up the croissant. This is an interesting technique here. What's the reason behind this?
So I'm just slicing up the croissant and then I'm going to soak it in my egg mixture.
Oh, like a French toast kind of a vibe. Croissant toast. I like that. I love where this is going. And then inspiration from Popeye coming through here. That's the reason why, right? Spinach. It is spinach, I think. I don't know if I'm getting my references correct here or not. How was it though? Like, I mean, this is another situation of pressure, time, and now you've got a presenter talking to you. How do you deal with all of that at such a young age? You just got to breathe?
Honestly, I don't know.
I don't know either, but you're handling it. You're doing it well. So let me stay out your way here. You got all the shells out of that though, right?
I hope so. I think so.
It's looking good, Tinika. I won't disturb you any longer. I'm just going to pay attention to what's really happening here. And a reminder that these are just young kids. These are not adults that you look young. They have been competing on Tastemaster Junior and showcasing right now on live TV, right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show, why that show has brought in nothing but incredible talent. As you can see, we're making a strawberry compote and we've got some spinach and egg coming through here right now. So elevating the breakfast experience like no other. And yeah, I really am impressed with what's going on here. I tried the show thing once before, and it really is like a trial by fire. Did you have a lot of strawberry compote experience before doing Tastemaster Junior, Jazara?
So on the Tastemaster, I actually made berry compote quite a few times. I made it on the Tropica cake episode.
Oh my goodness,
and I
yeah.
made it on the first episode, which didn't really go well for me, but at least the judges liked that.
And at least you tried and showing your creativity. Where does your actual experience come from in the first place? I mean, you don't just rock up there and just, cool, I'm going to put a jus together.
Yeah.
Where did you learn this? Was it a lot of cooking with the parents or the moms at home?
So my grandma actually taught me how to bake from a very young age, the age of 5.
Wow.
And I basically helped her around the kitchen, and now it's just become a passion.
Nice. Well, shout out to Grandma for really instilling some of these incredible skills your way. Tinika, I'm sure you've done the same thing. Cooked a lot when you were young at home?
A little bit. I like baking more.
Okay.
And then in more recent years, I started helping with dinner and stuff a lot more.
And as a baker, did you have like any favorites or any sort of special, this is my Tinika's special, what was it? Was there anything?
Ooh, I don't really know. I baked a lot of stuff. did make a lot of flapjacks though.
Oh, so you're like a flapjack expert. You need to come to the mountain with me for sunrise. I pride myself on like good flapjack, so maybe you can elevate my experience. I'm just gonna check in on time actually, just to see how much time we have. We've got about 45 seconds left, right? So if you're watching at home, we put out a 5-minute challenge for our Tastemaster Junior experts over here, and to see what they could do with our mystery box challenge. And that literally meant that we had a mystery box of ingredients, and in 5 minutes we asked them to put something incredible together for breakfast or just for the occasion. And on live TV, under this much pressure, they are absolutely showing up. We're talking about some nostalgic memories of them both diving into the kitchen. Tanika, I'm going to remind you that you're going to need to find a specialty name for your baking goods, because after this morning, people are going to want to come for you and your good food. So I hope you get ready with something special, okay? So I'm going to do a countdown. And how much time do we have upstairs? 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Plating time. All right, our 5-minute challenge is up. We're going to let them plate it for now, Mzansi, and then we're going to bring some judges in here. I don't know if it's going to be me or not, and we'll find out who the winner is, but this is what it's about, all about the pressure moments. Tanika and Jazara have come through already. We're going to be chatting about what they've created in just a bit, so we'll give you some time to plate it and kind of just make it look special for the TV. But a reminder to you, Mzansi, don't forget to tune into Tastemaster Junior. It's happening Tuesdays at 7 p.m. on SABC2, and if you weren't inspired by this, then hopefully this will too. Well done, guys. That was amazing. Ooh, smelling good. When can we eat?
Ooh, the panic plating.
Well done.
It felt like 2 seconds.
This week on the Tastemaster Junior, it's the grand finale. Our top 3 battle it out for the title.
Dinge gaan nie so vlot soos wat dit gewoonlik doen nie. How did I cut myself?
I'm really stressed for time.
What do I do?
Please don't say it's burning.
Who will be crowned the first ever Tastemaster Junior?
The winner is...
Is it Afton, Tanika or Jazara? Find out Tuesday at 7, Wednesday at 1 and Sunday at 4 p.m. Only on SABC2.
All I'm telling you right now is that it's smelling so good in here. Lorenzo, did you smell that from your house and then just floated your way on over here?
I've got a special ability. I appear when the food is just done.
Well, you came at a great time because Tanika and Jazara have whipped up something so delicious, and they're not going anywhere. We still have some more time with our Tastemaster Junior contestants. And then you are here because it's been a huge weekend when it comes to the world of sports.
Yes.
I mean, the URC went down.
Yes, it did. And what a weekend for SA franchises. Maybe one glitch here and there, but you know what? We'll take it.
Okay.
You know, we love winning here in South Africa.
We do. We do love winning. And speaking about winning, we have a queen in our midst, Thandy Matlaila, and I can't wait to get into conversation with her all around why she ran the Cape Town Marathon. Which charity was it for and what aid was it causing, or at least serving as well? And if you also ran the marathon this weekend, happy recovery. I hope that you are doing well. We'll catch up with her in just a bit after the break.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, Mzansi, welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Monday, but we're opening it up to a full week of the good stuff. And speaking of a full week, before we do, let's speak about the weekend because it was absolutely huge, especially when it comes to our South African teams in the United Rugby Championship. Now, the Lions, the Sharks, and the Stormers all came out on top with crucial wins. Meanwhile, the Bulls narrowly lost 23-22 to the Scarlets after a very, very tough battle in Lanelli. Now, Lorenzo Daris, our Expresso sports producer, is joining us to unpack the weekend's action.
Yeah.
How are we doing this morning, bro?
I must say that this was a weekend of sporting excitement.
Yeah, there's a lot happening,
The URC delivered all the way. I feel for the Bulls. But it's just one of those things, you know, you make or break when it comes to discipline.
Yeah, definitely. And I want to speak about that because, again, I don't know if it was the red card that was the big contention there, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Not a lot of people happy about the inconsistencies with some of these calls, man. I don't know if you got a chance to catch any of that.
Yeah.
But I did, and I was quite shocked. I'm concerned as to where rugby is going.
Yeah.
If this is going to be the calls that are calling red cards,
Yeah,
man. What the
well,
heck?
look, it's the interpretation of the game.
Yeah.
We've always had this problem with the North officials interpreting the rules, the laws. Not the rules, the laws. I'm going to be
Laws of the
attacked.
game, yeah,
The
yeah.
laws of the
Careful
game.
now.
They always interpret it different, and we saw that before with red cards being overturned as well. And I'm hoping that they'll find mitigation for this, because it's absolutely ridiculous that World Rugby is not doing anything.
Yeah.
And when our coaches come out, like Rassie Rasmus, we get crucified.
Yeah, it's like
we get attacked.
We're complaining, we're whining. I don't understand.
Typical South African thing.
Yeah.
What I do want the SA fans to stop doing, though, and I encourage my friends a lot, stop blaming the official. It's the interpretation of the laws. It's how they get pushed as well from an administrative point of view. So we shouldn't be going into games saying every time it's the official that's robbing us. Sometimes it is our ill discipline.
Yeah.
We should be working on our techniques so that they don't have a reason to penalize us.
Yeah. Now, listen, we're going to talk about some of these big wins in just a bit, but obviously the Bulls suffering that narrow loss, and that was something that I wasn't too happy about on the South African front, but we did have South Africa come through in incredible ways. I had such a cool opportunity to go and check out the game between the Stormers and Munster.
Nice.
Bro, it was so cool.
Atmosphere, absolutely amazing.
Atmosphere is amazing.
Yeah.
I think there was about 28,000 people there.
Just shy of 28,100.
Yeah, and it was a beautiful, you could see the sun setting through the stadium, a beautiful occasion. Munster fans were out there as well, but there was nothing malicious. Good families out there, so it's an incredible occasion to make a moment and make a day out of it. And I've got to say, the lads stepped up for the occasion.
They did.
Against Munster, which is the Irish side, which I believe we've never actually beaten.
Yes.
So this is a huge game. And, oh man, seeing the likes of Warika Lant, seeing the likes of Ruan Null step up. Of course, Gaza just doing the absolute most. I think John Dobson put him in like 3 positions on the day, playing as fly-off, playing as full-back, playing as wing. But he absolutely stepped up, man. And it's so cool to see this in real life. And a man that's really enjoying himself right now on the pitch. Look at this. This is that top goal attempt.
There's that top goal.
Booyah, baby!
And funny enough, in the post-match conference with Coach Dabo, he said that it's always a conundrum where you want to put Damian Willemse, but he's such a team player that he's like, Coach, put me in anywhere. I want to play.
Yeah.
And what was nice is the, you know, with the Stormers faithful, they really came out and they wanted to give them, if you look at that interception by Ruan Nal, just like, you know, nail-biting things, playing all the way to the end. That is the Stormers team that I want to see week in, week out. Not one that sits back after a few minutes, having put up a good score. We need to go in that. Intensity needs to be there. That pressure needs to be put on the team all the time. We've not beaten Munster. We lost the final to Munster in Cape Town. So this was personal.
Yeah.
This was very personal. But we love the Munster. We love the Irish when they come here.
Yeah.
They are an amazing touring squad, and especially the fans. I've had the pleasure of meeting some of them, and they They can't wait to come to Cape Town. It's like they look forward to this when the fixtures come out, just to be like, cool, which Irish team is coming to Cape Town? Because it's such a beautiful place for them to come and enjoy, you know, moving to
truly, and you could see
game.
that even with the loss, they had an incredible night.
They did.
The town was obviously going crazy with the marathon also taking place, so it was just festivities all around. But two South African teams doing the absolute most. Obviously, the Sharks doing some great stuff. More importantly, though, the Lions, they are really holding that South African flag high. They're now officially unbeaten, I believe.
Yes, they are.
How do you rate their chances in the competition overall? Because really, they're looking good.
Let me just touch on the Sharks quickly and just say that one thing is that they've got all these Springboks back, and clearly we need their coaching staff to change something there because they're struggling. I don't know. It's not transitioning. Secondly, with regards to the Lions at the moment, they played against the Scarlets in conditions I haven't seen since New South Wales Waratahs were playing against the Stormers at Newlands with torrential rain and being soaked right up in front of it. So I haven't seen weather like that in a very long time for a rugby match. So it took a lot for them to be able to play that match. Defensively, they were absolutely amazing. They're unbeaten at the moment. They are the standard, and I am calling it now. They are making the playoffs, and they're going to be the team to beat this year. They are the informed South African team to beat. We know that the others crawl a little bit. I'm hoping that the Lions have the legs to take it all the way, and this is where experience comes in. This is where a team roster where you have enough players that can fill in when other players are injured or need to take mandatory time off. It's going to be important that they keep this team together and they keep them focused. So whatever is working at the Lions at the moment, please, let's get more of that and let the other teams in South Africa see that as well.
Oh, Lorenzo, I cannot thank you enough for coming through once again, getting us hyped and just bringing us all the action of the weekend. If you missed it, of course, South African teams shining high. And yes, round of 5 is done and dusted. We move to the next round and hopefully our South Africans carry marching and charging on. Beautiful stuff, bro. Thank you.
Thank you, gents. It's just gone 7 o'clock. Let's head into your news. And we start out with your national news first, where 5 people were killed and 2 children were injured in a mass shooting in the Eastern Cape on Friday night. The victims, all from the same family, were asleep in their home near Ejana, near Mthatha, where 2 gunmen opened fire. This tragedy follows a recent spate of violence, including a shooting in Godini Kumba that left 6 dead and another incident in Lusikisiki where 18 people were killed on the 28th of September. Eastern Cape Provincial Commissioner Lieutenant General Nomtheteledi Mena has mobilized all available resources to apprehend the perpetrators. Sticking with your national news, Basic Education Minister Siviwe Gwarube has announced that all preparations are complete for the 2024 matric final exams, which began today with Afrikaans and English Paper 3. Approximately 732,000 full-time candidates and 136,000 part-time candidates will sit for the exams at around 7,000 examination centers across the country. Now, the exams will conclude on the 28th of November, encompassing both the Independent Examinations Board and National Senior Certificate pupils. Gwarube emphasized that the class of 2024 has faced significant challenges, having started grade 8 during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. Taking a look at your international news-making headlines, the Palestinian Red Cross describes the situation in northern Gaza as dire following intense Israeli bombings that have reportedly killed hundreds in recent days. Now, health officials confirm that at least 87 people died and over 40 were injured in a single attack on Beit Lahia, with many still trapped under rubble. Israeli officials dispute these figures, suggesting exaggeration. Additionally, the Red Cross reports that hospitals lack essential medical supplies and fuel, while a senior UN official emphasized the urgent need for an immediate ceasefire, warning that the humanitarian crisis is escalating. Meanwhile, Egypt has been certified malaria-free by the World Health Organization, or the WHO, a milestone celebrated as truly historic. WHO Chief Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus remarked that malaria, which has plagued Egypt's pharaohs since ancient times, is now part of its past. The certification is awarded when a country demonstrates that the transmission chain that's been interrupted for at least 3 consecutive years. Egypt becomes the 3rd nation in the WHO's Eastern Mediterranean region to receive this status, following the United Arab Emirates and Morocco. Malaria annually claims approximately 600,000 lives, primarily in Africa. And we close off with this story where we rock on with rock legend Ozzy Osbourne, who has been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a solo artist following his band Black Sabbath's 2006 induction. The 75-year-old Prince of Darkness from Birmingham in the UK received a standing ovation at the ceremony in Cleveland, Ohio. His presence, despite recent health struggles due to Parkinson's, delighted the 20,000-strong crowd. The diverse group of inductees into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this year also include Cher, Mary J. Blige, Dave Matthews Band, Foreigner, Pete Frampton, Kool and the Gang, and A Tribe Called Quest. Osbourne, who grew up in Birmingham, has also received various honours from his hometown, including being the first artist on Birmingham's Walk of Fame in 2007. Absolutely love that the legacy of rock will continue to live on, and well done to you, Ozzy Osbourne. That's where we leave your 7 o'clock news. Let's delve into your world of sports. Here's the latest with Ryle.
Thank you so much, Carissa. Yeah, let's rock on to the rest of the headlines and moving to the world of cricket. Well, the Protea women's dream run at the ICC Women's T20 World Cup unfortunately ended in heartbreak, and that with a 32-run defeat to New Zealand in the final at Dubai International Stadium. Now, despite the strong tournament and a thrilling semi-final win over Australia, the Proteas struggled in the final. Now, New Zealand, led by Amelia Kerr's 43 runs and 3 wickets, posted 158 runs for 5. Now, the Proteas women couldn't keep the pace, finishing on 126 runs for 9 wickets, handing New Zealand their first T20 World Cup title. Now, I'll move to the world of rugby, and it was an absolute super Saturday for South African teams in the United Rugby Championship, with the Lions, the Sharks and the Stormers all securing crucial victories. Now, the Lions edged Zebre Palmer 10-9 in tough Italian conditions, and the Sharks beat defending champions Glasgow Warriors 28-24 in Durban. Then on top of this, the Stormers claimed a 34-19 bonus point win over Munster. The only setback, however, was the Bulls with a narrow 23-22 loss to Scarlets on Friday after a late red card. Well, from rugby, we move to football now, and Liverpool returned to the top of the Premier League with a 2-1 win over Chelsea at Anfield. Now, this thanks to Mo Salah's penalty and Curtis Jones' decisive goal. Now, Nicholas Jackson briefly equalised for Chelsea, who suffered their first league loss since August. Now, the Reds are now 1 point ahead of Manchester City, who snatched a late 2-1 victory at Wolves. Now, Arsenal also fell 2-0 at Bournemouth after William Saliba's red card, while Manchester United beat Brentford 2-1 on the day. Well, we now move to the world of Formula One action, and Ferrari's Charles Leclerc claimed victory at the United States Grand Prix, leading a 1-2 finish with teammate Carlos Sainz. Now, a controversial finish saw Lando Norris, who started from pole, lose third place to Max Verstappen after a 5-second penalty. Now, the pair clashed on the opening lap, with Norris accusing Verstappen of forcing him off the track. Now, Verstappen now extends his championship lead over Norris to 57 points, with 5 races remaining. Definitely hot stuff on the track, but hopefully not too hot when it comes to our roads. And speaking of, it's time to dive in the world of traffic, and here's Carissa with the latest.
Thank you, Raul. Let's have the first look at your roads for this morning. And we get started in KZN in Pietermaritzburg, where there's been an accident east of the N3 at Town Hill, resulting in a road closure. Back-to-back traffic is being experienced, so do avoid the area and plan your route accordingly. Then we move over to Gauteng in Benoni, where there is a stationary vehicle on the N12 westbound after Tom Jones Road. The left lane is affected, so please do exercise caution while you head on out. And then in the mother city, Cape Town, Matroosfontein, you can expect delays if you're heading that way. Expected on the N2 inbound after Airport Approach Road due to an accident. The right lane is closed, so if you're heading on out that way, approach the affected area with caution and do drive safely. It's where we leave your roads. Let's have a look at what's happening in your world of weather. The South African Weather Service has issued an orange warning level 6 for disruptive rainfall expected along the coast and nearby areas between Port Alfred and Richards Bay, potentially causing infrastructure damage and major traffic disruptions due to flooded or closed roads. Now, a yellow warning level 4 for severe thunderstorms is in effect over much of KwaZulu-Natal, southwestern Mpumalanga, Gauteng, Free State, Northwest Province and northeastern Northern Cape, which may result in hail and wind damage to structures and vehicles. Additionally, another yellow warning level 4 has been issued for localized flooding affecting the Nelson Mandela Bay Metro and surrounding municipalities. And then lastly, extremely high fire danger conditions are expected in parts of northern Limpopo and the Northern Cape. Now, before I let you go, we've got to take another dip and dive into our sunrise view of the hour. And I don't know what's happening in KZN this morning, but from Shelley Beach to Durban South Beach, Maggie Govender sent this one through, looking absolutely beautiful. Anytime the ocean meets the sun, you know that you're in for a good day. So Maggie, thank you for that beautiful reminder and for that stunning view. You even got the birds involved. I absolutely love that. And to you, to continue sharing your morning views with us, you know what to do. 0634088863 is how you get in touch with us. I mean, from KZN, is there any other province that wants to show off just a little bit? We would love to see. For now, let's have a look at your temperatures with what you can expect today.
We're giggling right now like little kids because not only are we around, let's say, like professional kids, to call them that, but we also get to finally taste the incredible creations. Now we're with Tineke and Jazara, Tastemaster Junior contestants, showing off their skills on live TV. And this is their first of a few challenges maybe coming this morning. Before we get into the tasting, we challenge you off air to give a creation name for what you've made this morning. Jazara, do you have a name for this dish and what exactly it is?
I don't have a name for it yet.
Okay. What is it though?
It's a French toast croissant with a strawberry compote.
Whoa!
And there's just like some lemon juice to balance out the flavors as well.
Gosh, she's just showing
when you
off
say
now.
professional, you mean professional.
I know. And then Tineke, what do you have on this side of here?
Well, I'm trying to think of a good name.
Yeah?
I'm thinking lovely, excellent breakfast.
We love it.
Tineke's excellence. I love it. I'm here for it. Okay, so let's taste this. We're going to taste both of these.
Yeah,
right? Okay,
I would
I'll
say
try this first.
savory then sweet. Okay, let's swap over.
Sweet, yeah, okay.
Dum, dum, dum. This looks so beautiful. Well done on the presentation.
And thank you for making us breakfast.
Yes.
This is an absolute honor.
You've got the best job, honestly.
Honest, for something that initially didn't look as profound as I thought, the impact is in the flavor here, Tineke. Wow! Did the roll perfectly. The spinach is not too overpowering. It balances the egg nicely. Textures are fantastic. The tomato, nicely done. I really like this.
You do?
Yeah.
That's like my flavor profile, so I'm excited about that. This, Jazara girl, you knocked that out the park. I've never had anything like this before. It kind of is nostalgic because it tastes a bit like strawberry jam, and that's my favorite jam of all time. But the sweetness, you're right, it balanced out really nicely with that lemon juice. Well done, well done, well done. Let's hop on over.
I don't know how are we going to decide on a winner? This is really tough stuff. Okay, let's find out because they are both breakfast, but they kind of play in different categories. Like you said, we have sweet and we have savory over here. Oh my word. Oh, are you mad? Wow.
Those eggs are done perfectly. Wow.
It's hard. Like,
it's
how
a tough
even?
job.
I can't find. Oh, wait.
I'll choose a winner.
Are we going to deliberate?
No, I'll choose a winner.
Okay, because I can't. I don't know.
I can see you struggling over there. They both are fantastic dishes. Well done to the both of you. Please, can I give you both high fives?
Guys, well done.
Honestly, and well done for your journey on Taste Master Junior. It's been incredible to actually watch. But for today, for the first challenge, because yes, there's another one, and there has to be some competition, right? The winner for our first challenge, our breakfast challenge today is...
Drum roll!
Jazara!
Yeah, well done.
Well done, Jazara. Yeah. I just feel like you've transformed the croissant for me. You know
I think it was the komput, the strawberry komput really just had us there. Just that slight elevation. The strawberry like jus komput that she kind of made, that was what she was kind of doing together in the pot. And I think that just kind of was the cherry on the top. But both of you are winners in my heart right now.
Done,
incredible stuff. And it doesn't stop there. We've got another competition coming through. So retribution for Tinika maybe, or it'll be domination for Jazara. We'll find out in just a bit of Zanzi. Don't go anywhere. The deliciousness continues.
It does. I'm going to have some more of yours in.
Well done.
Drained? Dehydrated? You have lost more than just fluid. Recover faster. Add Rehydrate, SA's #1 oral electrolyte mixture.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Good morning. Yes, I am running next year. I just got challenged to do this. This morning, we're catching up with somebody so incredible, actress and social activist Thandy Matlaila, who yesterday completed the Cape Town Marathon. Now, she ran to raise funds for the Run Alex Athletics Club. Now, this is a non-profit that's uplifting Alexandra Township through sports, education, as well as health. They're doing incredible work, just like our guest today, because the fact that you ran 42.2 kilometers and you're still here looking this good this morning is crazy.
Thank you.
Thandy, we're having a moment. Can I just look at this thing?
Go for it, babe.
Oh,
go
girl,
for it.
I would be wearing this like every day. You can't tell me nothing.
You know what? Put it on. It's Medal Monday. It's Medal Monday.
Okay, let me first hold it up so we can all see, and then I'm gonna... But congratulations on competing the marathon. I mean, what incredible work. I feel like this might make noise for our sound guy.
I just realized.
I'm gonna hold it though. Do you mind?
Hold on to it, baby.
I do wonder what sort of preparation goes into running a full marathon, though. I mean, that's a commitment. Girl.
You really want to talk about it?
I want to get into this because honestly, I admire you guys so much for the work you do.
So with my program, we start in July, August.
Okay.
We part of a training group called Skindy Gang Coaching.
Oh, nice.
And it's like social runners who aspire to just do good times.
Wow.
You know, it's a group of very loving people who support each other's journeys, whether you want to go for a sub 3 hours, whether you want to go for your first marathon. They actually trained me for my first marathon last year, which was this. So which is why Cape Town Marathon is very close to my heart, because it was my first marathon. I was very scared, and I got
Wait,
blown by
before
the wind.
that, what was the furthest you had run before the 42?
21.
Wow. So you doubled up and you said, let's do it.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Okay, tell me more. Tell me
So
more.
went ahead, I did my first marathon, and when I joined the guys, they're like, what's your target? I'm like, anything under 4 hours. They're like, under 4 hours? I'm like, yeah, I'm ready.
Because last year you did it in what?
Under 4 hours, I did 3:47.
Wow, girl.
Yes, I did 3:47 for my first marathon.
Yeah.
And then my second one, they trained me for my second one as well, which was Elan's in March, which was 3:27.
Wow.
So this time around, I was not racing. I just needed to finish the race because I needed to focus on the bigger goal.
Exactly.
Yeah, I did 3:37 yesterday.
Oh my goodness. Aren't you so proud of yourself? I mean, can we give her a feel-good applause? I'm like sitting here in shock right now because I could never. I was telling my friends it's going to take me 3 business days to finish 42 kilometers.
I kid you not, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Trust me, you find the right people, you find the right motivation. And I always say to people, you need to know your why. And you guys actually, the show is actually one of the reasons why I finished yesterday.
Oh.
Because you guys sent me questions before, right? And at 5K, somebody knocked me off and I got into a gutter.
Oh, no.
You know, so like if you actually even check my splits from 5Ks to 15, I was like trying to figure out. And then I got to 10 and I was like, I can't do this, I can't finish. Then I remembered one of the questions is like, you finished the marathon yesterday, how did it feel? I'm like, oh, I didn't finish the marathon.
Let's go. You had to do it because you knew we were going to ask you.
Yes.
But I love that you said, you know, the motivation, the why is absolutely important. And I want to talk about this. I mean, in light of the Alexandra Township out in Jozi, like what made you say yes to that and why is that your why that pushes you through?
So I love running. Let's not get that twisted, but long distance is not really my thing.
Right.
Like I like the 10 and I like the 21. But because I said Cape Town is very close to my heart and I needed to have a reason bigger than myself why I'm going to come back this year. And I was like, well, my brand consists of giving back to the community. That's what I do when I'm not on screen and whatever. You know, then I was like, there is Run Alex that is doing this beautiful work, getting children off the street, making sure that these children are kept motivated. These kids are not, you know, victims of peer pressure or teenage pregnancy. They're really doing what we all should be doing, you know, and they don't get paid for it. And for me, that was like, if I can help them to make this better, then I'll go ahead and do it.
Wow.
You know, and I knew 2 things that they need. They needed running shoes and they needed sports bras. Because if you go to gym, and as a woman, you know how expensive a sports bra is.
Yeah.
And these kids can't afford them. But also one thing that I've learned, and you can testify, when you look good, you feel good.
Absolutely.
And when you feel good, you do good.
Absolutely.
So I knew that was important, that when these kids are confident enough in themselves, they will do better. That's all it was, because I spend a lot of time in the athletics space, and I've seen runners who don't do so well, not because they're not great athletes, but because they're not confident enough, you know, and purely because they don't want to be seen. And you're like, you're so great. Why did you stay in the background? And this is so sad that most of them actually purposefully don't do well because they don't want to do podium.
Wow.
Because when you're on the podium, it means that
All
everybody
eyes are on
sees
me.
you, and everybody will see that, oh, your running shoes are not quite running shoes, you know, or your top is not quite toppy.
Yes.
You know, so I was just like, that's not fair. You know, that's not fair. They didn't choose this for themselves. So I was like, if I can help, I'll.
And you did help, and you are doing so incredibly well. Thank you for your work, and we can't wait to see this continued. Of course, that is the Run Alex Athletics Club, focused on sports education and health. And Thandy, you're doing your part, girl. Thank you. And looking good while doing it. Can I just say that much too? Thank you so much, and congratulations to you. And well done to all the marathon runners, those that made their times or didn't make their times. The fact is, you committed to doing something excellent, and you did it. Thank you, and well done.
Wow, not just doing it, but doing it incredibly well. If you understand anything about running, those times are insane, Thandy. That is impressive stuff. Definitely a premium runner at that, and someone who's making a difference beyond just the race. And speaking of making a difference beyond the game, Graham visited the Happy Yappers Hub in Johannesburg. Now, this is an NGO dog shelter dedicated to rescuing and rehoming dogs. And with the support of volunteers, they're giving these dogs a second chance at a happy life. I love this story. Let's have a look at some more.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Yes, my welcoming committee is here. Believe it or not, I'm even more excited than these dogs are today. Why? Because I'm here at Happy Yappers, an amazing organization that does sterilizations. They house a huge amount of dogs in the hope of finding them their forever home. Here to give some time, some much needed resources, and most importantly, awareness. This is going to be an amazing day. Very happy yappers indeed. Janet, I would imagine you're a big reason why there are so many smiling, gorgeous pups in this area. What do you guys actually do? Because this is quite a rollout and operation, so take us inside.
So we're a non-profit organization. We basically care about and look after dogs. At our shelter, we overhome them until we get them their forever homes. Loving the dogs a big deal, making sure the dogs are okay, a big deal. We're mainly rescue driven. We've got quite a big foster family, mainly for puppies. We do a major outreach program where we sterilize, feed, and look after communities' dogs. And I think that's probably the heart and soul of it, encouraging people to come and visit our dogs. You can see how excited they all have to visit us today.
To give these little guys a voice, a home, is the least that I could do. And a lot of people say that you're so selfless, right? Because you're just doing it for the love. However, I feel I'm very selfish because I'm the one that gets so much out of this as an individual volunteer. It's not just about what I give them, but mostly about what they give me.
Why would you recommend others do this? Like you say, it's not just for the dogs, but there's an exchange here.
Who wouldn't want to get involved with a volunteer basis to give these guys the love that they deserve, to possibly get them their forever homes?
Sure.
Just by word of mouth, we could get these doggies their forever homes, and that is the objective. These doggies don't have a voice. They can't talk and tell us what they've been through, but they will forever be loyal to their human. There's no better thing for me than being involved here.
Clearly no better thing for him as well. What are the biggest pressure points here? What are your greatest challenges?
You know, the thing that worries us the most every single month is the feed bill, because our feed bill is very, very big. I mean, our big bag of puppy food is close on 900 Rand in puppies and chow, and we've got lots of them. Everybody has lives, so volunteers sort of come and go. And you can't...
Life happens, yeah, for sure.
So that would be one of them. And then, of course, just in the community of the world at the moment, like, cruelty to animals is on the increase. It really, really is. And it is very hard when you find broken animals. You know how many times there's rattling at that gate and somebody's got a sick dog and we go there and we help. We never, ever turn our backs, ever.
There is an alignment, clearly. You're a purpose-driven organization. What was the drive to back Happy Yappers? How does that tie into your culture?
Our culture is very much about caring and giving help and assistance where it's needed. Our CSI strategy is just wherever and whenever we can help. And here we are. I mean, and I don't think we could have picked a better place. These little doggies are all stealable and, and they are so happy. It's a place that's so uplifting. And what an amazing thing to do as a team, to come and play with puppies and run around with dogs. We can't think of a better way to spend the day. It's great to get out the office and just do something different and to feel good about such gorgeous little creatures.
World Sports Betting, with their network, with their funding, and I think the purpose behind it, how much does this mean to you guys?
I could cry.
I would cry.
I could cry. You know, there's the recognition that we exist. There's the recognition that we need help. I can't actually even tell you what it means. I really am speechless.
What advice would you have or recommendation would you make for others playing in this space to support animal welfare in this way?
So I think, you know, animals are often an organization that organizations that are generally last on the list. I know it sounds bad.
Don't let it upset
So
you.
it's just such a wonderful thing to do. So I really encourage corporates to be a voice for something that doesn't have a voice.
I am overcome with emotion because I know now that this incredible organization, Happy Yappers, have been absorbed into the world sports betting family, that the impact of today is going to be felt for a very, very long time, hopefully in your home when you take one of these gorgeous puppies home with you. And they are amazing.
Yeah, you heard the man. Hopefully when you take one of them home, or maybe 2 or 3, or a group, it doesn't matter. I'm just celebrating the fact that this incredible collaboration has come together, and it's something that we can absolutely celebrate. But not just celebrate, but also celebrate the opportunity that this brings. So if you are someone that has some space or looking for a furry ball, then maybe that's exactly where you need to head and complete some of those nostalgic memories that you could have in your future. For now, though, speaking of future, let's see what's up for the future of Expresso show this morning, and for you beautiful souls watching.
Well, let me tell you one thing. Tinika's got a chance to redeem herself. Straight after the break, we get into another challenge, and it's the Real Smooth Clover Challenge, where they're going to be doing something quite incredible. We're heading into the realm of desserts because we've got to end off with something sweet. So we'll see who's going to take this one home. Of course, we have our Taste Master Junior people with us. We've got Jazara and Tinika. Very excited for that. So don't go anywhere. Please stick around right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
And we are back on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Yes, we're still in the kitchen because another challenge is coming your way. Now, we've seen them in the kitchen before, but the challenge doesn't stop there, okay? We're kicking off this week with another chef challenge with our 2 beautiful, beautiful chefs today. We've got Tinika and Jazara. They will go head-to-head in a bake-off using Clover's Real Smooth yogurt to create the fluffiest, most flavorful scones. Who will rise to the occasion and impress the judges? And by judges, I mean me, because I'm going to taste both of yours and then see who comes to the top. I can't wait to get into this. How it works is that each of you has just a couple of minutes to create a mouth-watering scone. The creations will be judged on, and you have to have a listen to this, okay? It's texture, it's flavor, but it's also creativity. And the twist is that you must incorporate one of these yogurt flavors. And I see that both of you have one. Which one do you have, Jazara? And then which one do you have?
I have the strawberry flavored low-fat yogurt.
Beautiful. And you?
And I have the mixed fruit.
Okay, mixed fruit and strawberry going head to head. If you are ready, are you ready? You ready?
Yes.
Ready, set, go, go, go! All right, so from what I've been told is that Tinika has made scones before. Jazara, you have not.
I have not.
Does that make you nervous?
You're very nervous because Tinika has the upper hand on this one, but I'm just going to try my best to sort of do what I think a scone would.
And when
how
you
it
say
would be
think,
made.
have you done research into it, or do maybe your grandmother, your mother told you what to do?
My grandma makes scones all the time, so I've watched her quite a bit, so hopefully that'll be enough.
Okay, I love that. That's how I learned to cook. I just watch people and take notes. But Tinika, you have done this before. This is like easy peasy lemon squeezy.
I made it twice before, so...
Okay, well, listen, that's 2 times more than Jazara, so that's all right. You seem to have the technique down, so what are you doing right now?
I'm just rubbing the butter into the dry ingredients.
Okay.
So I'm just continuing making them smaller until it's about a coarse, like, crumb texture.
Crumbly type texture, okay. And you got to remember that we have to add the yogurt in as well, okay? The strawberry and the mixed fruit, and then we're going to create something delicious and beautiful. So what we're going to do now is create the dough, and then in a bit we'll cook them away and bring them back, and then we'll do the judgment to see who comes out on top. Lovely stuff. I mean, it's looking good so far. If I'm being honest, I'm not a baker, so I wouldn't even be able to tell you if you're doing well or not. But it looks good. It looks good. And you look confident, and that's all that matters. What consistency are we looking for? Do you know?
Sort of like, I've made pastry before, so I'm hoping it's similar, but like a coarse sand type of vibe.
Sand.
Yeah.
Okay, so quite fine. It doesn't have to have clumps in it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
What were you going to say?
I think so.
Listen, we're all going by faith right now, and I'm crossing fingers along with you. I see we have vanilla essence too. Do we add that in?
Yes.
Okay, and some yogurt. Okay, so when does that go in? Once we have the fine sand consistency and texture?
Yeah.
Am I stressing you guys out? Am I asking you too many questions?
No, it's
They're too nice. They're being too nice. Oh my goodness. What do you guys usually eat with your scones? Personally, I love some strawberry jam, as I mentioned earlier, and then some cream. Are you a sweet or savory?
Sweet.
You're a sweet girly. How about you?
I love a fat glob of Nutella on my scone.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. So we're not holding back on the sweetness. I love this. Today we'll experiment and see. Maybe we could even add cheese. I feel like you could have a savory croissant. I mean, scone. What's that, babe? Were you saying something?
I love jam and cheese as well.
Great combination. Okay, Jazara is going in with the wet ingredients.
Yes. I'm adding the yogurt and then the vanilla essence.
And that's a cup of yogurt?
1 cup of yogurt, yes.
1 cup of yogurt. And what is the yogurt going to do to this?
It's going to make it really soft and moist. And hopefully give it a really nice texture as well.
Okay. And the vanilla essence adds to the flavor?
True. Vanilla essence is like salt in the baking world. It adds a lot of flavor.
Okay. I absolutely love this. I noticed that you guys didn't add salt, did you?
We did.
I just reminded her.
Oh, yeah, that makes...
I shouldn't have said anything. There you go. And you've added your yogurt in, some vanilla essence.
Yes.
Okay, so just a touch of vanilla essence also. Oh,
we don't want it to overpower.
Okay, so we're just going to mix that together. Beautiful. I love that these are also different colors so we can distinguish between the two. And that, of course, is because of our clover. Now, they new and improved smooth yogurt packs, 2.1 grams of protein. That's what you get per serving, all right? Along with zinc, calcium, and 7 essential vitamins. It makes it a nutritious as well as delicious choice for any time of the day, morning into evening. It's also available in 3 flavors, strawberry, apricot, and mixed fruit, which you saw today. And there really is something for everybody to enjoy. Now, when used in baking, like we're doing today, the yogurt adds a richer flavor and also creamier texture to scones that you might miss when you're having a regular scone, enhancing both the taste and nutritional benefits of something that we just love to eat. So we're mixing together. It's looking really good. Does this mean that it's ready to put together?
Yeah, so I just want to mix it until it's just combined before really going. I don't want to overmix it.
So what is this that you have now?
This is just a bit of flour, so I'm flouring my surface.
Ah, are you ready to flour your surface?
I think I'm about ready.
About ready, okay. Oh, I love this. Well done, guys. The dough is done. They're going to continue shaping their scones to make sure it's Chef's kiss, perfect for the judges to deliberate in just a little bit. They'll continue during this moment. Well done, Jazara. Well done, Tinika. We'll see you guys in just a bit back in the kitchen.
Oh, and after that little bit of inspiration, I can't wait to find out what that end result is going to look like. But we've got a final form right behind me right now, and absolutely excited for this. On the stage right now to perform a track called 507, we've got Werner Bekker, baby. Cannot wait for this one. Take it away, bruv. It's all yours.
It's a silly game, and once I played, I wanna drive her home down Sugar Lane, bet I could lay her down, make her scream my name, but I won't, 'cause she likes gentlemen. They call her Daisy, babe, but she's a rose to me. I'm gonna sing her name till I finally go home and serve myself. And then I bleed and I try and be a gentleman. And now she's gotta go, and I can stand to see, 'cause I burn like fire when she's close to me. And when I'm all alone, I don't know who to be. Hey, I burn like fire, I burn like fire. I'm racing down the 507. I wanna tell you everything I think about, and no roads lead to Rome, but I'm hoping this is heaven. Racing down the 507, 507. I try contain myself, but I'm a wolf at heart, and she's a beauty queen and a work of art. I've gotta step it up, gotta follow through and try and be a gentleman. And now I've said too much, and she's about to leave, and I burn like fire, and I think she sees it when I'm all alone. I don't know who to be. Hey, I burn like fire, I burn like fire. I'm racing down the 507. I wanna tell you everything I think about, and no roads lead to Rome, but I'm hoping this is heaven. Racing down the 507, 507, yeah. Racing down the 507. Woohoo. I'm racing down the 507. I wanna tell you everything I dream about, and no roads lead to Rome, but I'm hoping this is heaven. Racing down the 507, 507.
Yes. Well done, Werner.
Absolutely, well done, yeah. Giving us every reason, obviously, to get behind that new EP. So that's Werner Bekker. He's sticking around for the entire morning. And that means you need to stick around as well, because there's still so much to look forward to. And next to us right now, our young bakers, our young cooks, our young chefs are making the most right now. Putting the scone batter together, I believe. Yes. How's it coming along? You guys happy?
It's coming along good. I think this is what it's supposed to look like.
It looks good.
Come a little bit closer. Between you and I, do you think you're going to take this one?
I feel confident. It's just keep it at that.
Confidence is all we need at this point. I love it, love it. Well, listen, they're going to bake them. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes, I've been told, for this to get ready. And I'm loving the colors, the vibes, the looks that are going so far. And speaking about baking and being in the kitchen, still to come, I got to make Fit Cook.
Oh, yum.
Maybe I can call myself a little chef as well. With me and my friends
from
radio, we got together to make some nice amaguin, yeah? It was absolutely delightful, and I'll fill you in on that after the break.
Nice. That's something to look forward to. Also, we're chatting about our incredible Women T20 cricket team doing the absolute most, flying the flag flag high all the way to the finals. But if you want to know what the final result was and you're living on a rock, don't go anywhere because Lorenzo Darius is coming through to give us great conversation from all the highlights of that game. So stick around. There's a lot of good stuff to look forward to just after this. This is looking good, guys. Nice.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, Mzansi, welcome back to Feel Good Breakfast Show, opening up right here on S3 and especially to the incredible action that took place this weekend. Now, we had a chance to speak about the Ruggers, but let's talk about the cricket and our Protea Women's World Cup campaign, which ended in, I don't know if I'm going to call it disappointment because I'm proud of them nonetheless, but the final was absolutely exhilarating. It was a 32-run defeat to New Zealand in the ICC Women's T20 final. Now, New Zealand set a challenging target of 158 runs, and despite a strong start, the Proteas struggled in their chase. So we brought in the big guns. Lorenzo Darius, once again, our Expresso sports producer, joining us to chat all about last night's final. Brother, man, we did so well.
We did. Did we have our final on Wednesday? It's for you to decide.
I think they used all the energy and all the nos against Australia, man.
Yeah.
Because that was such a final-worthy performance. You thought to yourself, after showing up like that at a semi, how can we not take this thing all the way?
I wasn't too overconfident though, because you never know when it comes to the day.
Of course.
And that's the nice thing about the sports, you know. Australia have been dominating for years. So I think that I want to take that one as a win.
That's a massive win,
That's
bro.
a massive
That's
win.
big.
They've won so many World Cups.
Yeah.
So, you know, come on, let's look at the positives.
So, I mean, there's many positives to chat about. I mean, all the way up until this final, even the start of the final itself, it was looking really good. But what do you think it was that went wrong in the final against New Zealand?
Yeah, there's so much that we can talk about, though. New Zealand were the complete outfit that we want in a cricketing team. Batting, bowling, fielding. They were all over the place. They knew what they were there to do. It was their third World Cup final. So they
experienced I think at a moment which could have been and probably was that turning point, really.
Yes.
2 wickets down, we're still looking like we have the strength to come through.
The momentum.
But then she just shows up with an all-round display, like finals worthy, to say the least, right?
43 runs, and that's what you want from, you know, you want someone that can lead from the front and get those runs. I must give it to Mlaba in our team as well, 50th T20 wicket that she got. She got us the breakthroughs, and I just feel like the other bowlers should have stepped up and just continued with that.
Yeah,
but Emilia was, you know, she was smacking us left, right, and centre, if I can put it like that. We had some dodgy fielding here and there. Sometimes I still feel we're not the polished unit that we want us to be, but we're getting there. And I just hope that CSA invests a lot more in the women's game.
Yeah, they have to.
They
man.
have
I
to
think
now with us getting to
look
our
at what
second.
they're doing with the bare minimal. I mean, in
Yes.
comparison to the rest of the world, in comparison to other sports in our country, they are getting not much. I mean, we spoke about some of the stories of them having to clean their own kit.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a lot of
ridiculous,
stuff
bro.
when it comes to sports from the women's sporting game in South Africa. When you hear these stories of the teams having to do this and that. So Gaten McKenzie, if you're listening to us, I know that our
Yes,
is watching
man.
us. You know, I need him to get more involved with that. I know he is involved already, but I think now is the time to get the pressure going and put the pressure on the administrators. If we are spending R1 million on the men's team, we need to spend R1 million on the women's team as well. And we need, and it's our fault, we need the supporters to go out and go watch, because that's what the men are doing. They're getting the stadiums, they're filling the stadiums. We need to fill the stadiums for full.
They're just truly showing up. So I can't echo those sentiments more than what you are right now, Lorenzo. And again, thank you for coming through it. It looks like to me that showing up on a stage like this with such a small amount of investment and getting that ROI is incredible. It shows me that if we just add a little bit more to that, you know what could happen, absolute magic. And I think it's inspiring women's sport across the country. We're creating leaders in that space. And that's what we need. That's what our kids and what our youngsters are looking for.
Yeah, they're looking for role models. Yeah, they're looking for role models.
So, bro, thank you for shining a light, I think, on something that's even far bigger than just the success of our Proteas T20 Women's. But again, kudos to the incredible efforts that they've made.
No, definitely, And then, you know, shout out to a friend of the show as well, Paul Adams. He did amazing work over there. Chatting to him, and they were so excited. I know that the team are gutted, but I feel that we as South Africa, we are so grateful for them making it to another final. I salute the ladies. I thank them. I can't wait for them to get back and then, you know, just to embrace them and you know, just love them for what they're doing for us at the moment.
Yeah, Protea Women's T20, we absolutely appreciate you. We respect you. We salute you, and you made us proud. I hope y'all are celebrating.
Definitely hoping you're raising a couple of glasses. And up next, I got to tell you something. As the weather is heating up, summer vibes are on their way. And a true South African favorite is also coming your way, and that's called Fit Cook. Now, I've joined my Good Up FM family, basically, as we dove into a delicious treat, sharing laugh stories and also a taste of togetherness. Let's have a look. The Sunlight brand has evolved and grown its offering from a simple soap to meet the needs of all South Africans. And today we are here to celebrate exactly that as we pair it with another local favorite. You may know it as amagwinya or even Fit Cook, and that goes so nicely with some minced curry. When I'm in the kitchen, we're going greasy, we're going sticky, and we're going messy.
Carissa and I actually met on one of my first days working at Good Up FM 6 years ago. But funny enough, Carissa was actually the deputy head girl at my high school years before I was there, so we've actually known each other since high school.
I'm most looking forward to the food, but also spending time with friends and having a good time.
Carissa has never cooked for me before, but we've all seen Carissa cook on Expresso, so I would like to see what it tastes like. The proof has to be in the pudding, you know? And I've heard about the flops.
I've had Carissa's cooking once before. It was a disaster. It was terrible.
All right, so we are gonna get cooking today. I'm gonna make this from scratch, so wish me luck, but it's pretty simple when it comes to the ingredients. We're going sugar, salt, and also dry yeast and water mixed together. I ain't getting my hands dirty, so I'm tapping you in, Zahra. Let's go.
I'ma do it.
You gave me a good tip about the dough.
Yes, I think when you're using yeast, a lot of people think, oh, you must just make the dough, leave it, and fry it immediately.
Yeah.
No, rookie mistake. Let the dough rise. It's also a labor of love. Like, you need to let it sit there, kind of let it develop in its own juices.
Yeah.
Get your hands in there, get
can't
dirty.
rush it.
Yeah, you can't rush that
Cool.
process. Also, this is one of the things when you do have it, it is satiating. That's the only way to describe it, really, because it hits you in all the right spots. This is it.
It's your turn.
Ronaldo, you're out.
Donkey. Okay, scatter some and rings off. You all ready for the blanc?
Let's go.
Let's go, let the party begin. Okay, teach me how to knead, guys.
It's the
I don't
drama.
know.
Oh.
So it's
Get your knuckles in there, yeah.
done and dusted. Here you go.
Perfect. All right, let's cover this baby up, let it rest for an hour, and we're gonna have some fun.
Yeah.
Can't see what anyone can see in anyone else but you.
Woo! Go Carissa!
Y'all are so excited to eat. Yes. Okay. Delush, you know, I'm gonna put you to work. Go and get me my dough. Oh, it's looking so good. Gotta give it a beating. Yeah.
The poor dough.
I want the bigger piece though.
Give me that too. Can I also get two?
Yes, of course. Little baby.
Zahra, give me some flour, man.
Yeah.
Stop being selfish.
I'm not. I'm cheating.
They're going for a bath now, a little hot bath.
It looks good. Looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, guys. We're going to eat.
Are you ready?
Look at that.
Wow.
Looks good.
I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Well, someone's not eating. I'm kidding. I'll put some more in. Let's eat.
Gwens, can I bring the spoons?
No cutlery. We're eating fat cook with our hands.
Okay, okay. Ooh, champagne time as well. It's going, trust me. There
Don't worry, Lady Z. This is a non-alcoholic shampoo.
Thank you so much.
This is my first time cooking for them, and I think it went really well. They seem to have enjoyed it at the end. So yes, today that was the joy of the moment. You know it's good when there's silence while we're eating.
10 out of 10.
The cheese really makes it.
Okay, I don't want to rain on your parade, but dishes do need to be done. Don't worry, I got a fun way for us to determine who's gonna join me with the dishwasher. It's called Never Have I Ever.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Ready?
Glass is full.
Never have I ever interviewed a celebrity on the red carpet.
No.
No, not yet. On the bucket list, but not yet.
Question number 2. Ooh. Never have I ever accidentally said something embarrassing on air.
Absolutely.
All the time. All the time.
Almost every weekend.
And you know what? It slips out so naturally. It just happens. It's like word vomit. It just happens. And it's like, oh, I said that. There's no going back.
Never have I ever tried to solve a technical problem while on air.
Oh.
Drink up.
Can I tell you guys an embarrassing story? Once I actually shut down the radio station once because I plugged in a heater.
And the shade is in. Our shadiest lady who's going to be joining me cleaning up everything today is the Lucy. Oh, don't be sad, Delushi. I got a secret weapon that's going to help us out. Let's go. Delusha, no rinse is needed with this. With the power extract of 100 lemons, this is a no rinse job, all right? Real lemon extract will degrease everything out of this pan. So we also don't have that many dishes, so we could probably run a shorter program. And with our Sunlight 5-in-1 dishwashing tablets, we can throw it right in. Just make sure your hands are dry because you don't want to ruin the hydro film. Also, this is biodegradable. It's great. Half the time is spent in the kitchen, which means that we get to hang out a whole lot more.
The one who does all the cleaning is definitely Zahra. She's the one who's always in the kitchen before you even ask, these nails, honey, were not made for cleaning. But honestly, I didn't realize how easy it was to just go on, pop that thing in there, and let it do its business.
What I love most about today's meal, besides the liquor food, was the great company. I seriously enjoyed just spending the good day away with friends.
What I love most about today's meal is the fact that it was fun. It tasted amazing. I finally tasted Carissa's cooking, so now I feel the proof is in the pudding. She can actually cook, guys.
When it comes to Sunlight's 5-in-1 dishwashing tablets, cleaning up is a breeze. Formulated with real lemon extract, you can tell you're gonna get residue-free, absolutely sparkling clean dishes every single time.
Okay,
Oh,
that looked good.
It was good.
Where's
It tasted good.
Where's the leftovers?
No, listen. We finished everything on the ground. It was so
Nice.
good. Radio peeps, we just get along so well. I miss you guys.
Oh, you do, and you absolutely can't deny that that is an occasion like no other.
Yeah.
And here's an opportunity for you as well, Mzansi, because you stand a chance to win a Philips air fryer to the value of 4,000 Rand. And it's really so easy. Just reply to the competition post on the Expresso social pages and tell us who usually makes the fed cook in your home and what's your favorite filling. Now, don't forget to use the hashtag entertaining with Sunlight and follow Sunlight ZA on Instagram and Facebook.
Now, this competition does close on the 27th of October at midnight, and T's and C's, of course, can be found on expressoshow.com. Who usually makes fed cook in your house?
No one. We have to go out and buy it. I still need someone. So maybe, are you putting your hand up for this?
I think I can do that for you,
I found my person, yes!
We'll see you after this break. Don't go anywhere.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, Azanti, welcome back. It's your feel-good breakfast show. We've got an hour to go, but so much to look forward to. We've still got great food, and that's our scones in the kitchen here that are being baked. And that's thanks to our Tastemaster Junior specialists that have come through this morning, so I can't thank them enough. And that's Tinika and Jazora. But also we've got some games to play. We've got good music to listen to, and a lot happening in the next hour. So it's going to get absolutely incredible. I just can't wait to taste what's in here. It's smelling delicious. But before we do, we've got to give it some time. So while we chill, let's head over to Carissa and find out what's happening one last time as it goes on the hour with the latest when it comes to all things news.
Thank you, Ryle. It's gone 8 o'clock. Let's get into your national news first, where Sports, Arts and Culture Minister Gayton McKenzie says he's determined to resolve the dispute that prohibits the SABC from allowing free-to-air broadcasts of Springbok matches. To celebrate 30 years of democracy, the ministry earlier said this year piloted a once-off deal for the Springbok tests against the All Blacks, broadcast live for free on SABC. Additionally, the ministry is launching a track plus field schools athletic series starting in January. The series will be open to all high schools, aiming to crown the country's top athletics school. Meanwhile, 5 people were killed and 2 children were injured in a mass shooting in the Eastern Cape on Friday night. The victims, all from the same family, were asleep in their home in Njana near Mthatha when 2 gunmen opened fire. Now, this tragedy follows a recent spate of violence, including a shooting in Godini Umba that left 6 dead and another incident in Lusikisiki where 18 people were killed on the 28th of September. Eastern Cape Provincial Minister Lieutenant General Nomteleteli Mena has mobilized all available resources to apprehend the perpetrators. Now, looking further afield at your international news, Kenya's impeached Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua announced that his security team has been withdrawn and warned President William Ruto would be accountable for his safety. Now, Gachagua, who claims the impeachment charges are politically motivated. Police spokesperson Rasila Onyango stated that she would investigate the security situation but had no immediate comments. In Kenya, senior politicians often experience reduced protection after leaving office, but Gachagua argues his case is different as he has legally challenged his impeachment. Ruto has not publicly addressed the proceedings. The Palestinian Red Cross describes the situation in northern Gaza as dire following intense Israeli bombings that have reportedly killed hundreds in recent days. Now, health officials confirmed that at least 87 people died and over 40 were injured in a single attack on Beit Lahia, with many still trapped under rubble. Israeli officials dispute these figures, suggesting exaggeration. Additionally, the Red Cross reports that hospitals lack essential medical supplies and fuel, while a senior UN official emphasized the urgent need for an immediate ceasefire, warning that the humanitarian crisis is escalating. And for your last bit of news on this Monday morning, we close off with this feel-good story with the renowned Owl Rescue Centre near Hartbeespoort is dedicated to the protection of owls in South Africa. Recently, however, their compassionate mission extended to a tiny injured baboon named Mr. Beans. Struck by a car near Lanseria Airport, he lay motionless on the road. Passing motorists thought he was dead, but fortunately, Rescue Centre volunteer Raquel Starhawk noticed his open eyes and swiftly brought him to the centre. After 2 weeks of tender care and rehabilitation, Mr. Beans thrived and fully regained his strength. On Saturday morning, his troop was spotted by the nearby river, so Mr. Beans' caretakers took the opportunity to take him home. And Mr. Beans joyfully reunited with his family, his excited calls echoing throughout the air. A beautiful story to close things off this morning. Let's hope that continues in your world of sports. Here's Ryle with the latest.
Thank you so much, Carissa. Let's dive into all things sport one last time and starting off with our Proteas. Now, the Protea women's dream run at the ICC Women's T20 World Cup ended in a heartbreak, and that with a 32-run defeat to New Zealand in the final at Dubai International Stadium. Now, despite a strong tournament and a thrilling semi-final win over Australia, the Proteas struggled in the final. And with that, New Zealand, which led by Amelia Kaz 43 runs and 3 wickets, posted 158 runs for 5. Now, the Proteas women couldn't keep the pace, finishing on 126 for 9, handing New Zealand their first T20 World Cup title. Now we move to the world of rugby next, and it was a super Saturday for South African teams in the United Rugby Championship, with the Lions, Sharks and Stormers all securing crucial victories. Now the Lions edged Zebre Palmer 10-9 in tough Italian conditions, and the Sharks beat defending champions Glasgow Warriors 28-24 in Durban, and the Stormers claimed a 34-19 bonus point win over Munster. Now the only setback was the Bulls with a narrow 23-22 loss to Scarlets on Friday after a late red card decision. Well, from rugby, we move to football, and Liverpool returned to the top of the Premier League with a 2-1 win over Chelsea at Anfield. And this thanks to Mohamed Salah's penalty and Curtis Jones' decisive goal. Now, Nicholas Jackson briefly equalised for Chelsea, who suffered their first league loss since August. Now, the Reds are now 1 point ahead of Manchester City, who snatched a late 2-1 victory at Wolves. Now, Arsenal fell 2-0 at Bournemouth after William Saliba's red card, while Manchester United beat Brentford 2-1. Well, a lot to talk about when it comes to this weekend's action, and marathon action was definitely on the top of the list. Now, Glenrose Ngaba shattered the South African women's marathon record in her debut at the Cape Town Marathon, winning in 2 hours, 22 minutes and 22 seconds. Now, she beat Ethiopia's Mara Dibaba Hursa by 14 seconds, with Kenya's Pascalia Chepkegoi finishing third. Now, Ngaba times broke Gerda Stein's previous record by nearly 2 minutes, which is absolutely incredible. And on top of this, it capped an incredible year for Ngaba, which included winning the Women's Grand Prix and breaking Alana Mayer's 10-kilometer record. Wow, we've got a new stalwart and speedster to look out for, and I think there's going to be many incredible races to come. For now, though, from races, we head to the road again and see how we can serve you in the world of traffic.
Thank you so much, Raul, for that. Let's have a last bit of your roads. Let's see what's happening out in Gauteng and Randburg. There's been an accident on the N1 northbound after Malibongwe Drive. The left lane is closed, and as a result, traffic is, of course, slow. So do allow for added travel time and plan your route accordingly. Now we head to the mother city in Milnerton, where minor delays are being experienced on the N7 North at Bosmansdam. Do drive carefully. And then we head to Somerset West, staying in Cape Town, where there is congestion on the N2 outbound at Victoria Road. Delays are, of course, expected, so please maintain a safe following distance. And wherever you're headed, remember to buckle up, because safety is always first. We got to arrive alive, all right? Well, that's where we leave your roads. Let's head into your weather. The South African Weather Service has issued an orange warning for level 6 for disruptive rainfall expected along the coast and nearby areas between Port Alfred and Richards Bay, potentially causing infrastructure damage and major traffic disruptions due to flooded or closed roads. A yellow warning, level 4 for severe thunderstorms, is in effect over much of KwaZulu-Natal, southwestern Mpumalanga, Gauteng, Free State, Northwest Province and northeastern Northern Cape, which may result in hail and wind damage to structures and vehicles. Additionally, another yellow warning, level 4, has been issued for localized flooding affecting the Nelson Mandela Bay Metro and surrounding municipalities. And finally, extreme high fire danger conditions are expected in parts of northern Limpopo and the Northern Cape. Now we delve into your final sunrise view of this hour, and I made a call and it seems like the Western Cape picked it up. Yes, we saw so many good things coming out of KZN, but let's have a look at this one. Marie from Muscle Bay. My goodness, I don't want to be biased, but I'm just going to say that this might have been the winning look for this morning. The sun is shining so bright, the sunrise looking even better. Thank you so much, Marie, for sharing your morning with us. What a gorgeous view. And you can continue doing so and sharing your morning views with us across this week. It's only Monday. It could only go up from here on 0634088863. For now, though, let's have a look at what you can expect in temperatures for today.
Rather interesting balance of some rain and some good weather, and I think that's what it's about in your Feel Good Breakfast show as well. Lots and lots of balance. So with some great entertainment, with some great stuff coming your way, we also need to fill your pocket and balance out some of the numbers, hopefully, so you can win big this Monday and play the daily lotto for an estimated 450,000 Rand in jackpots. Now, we don't want you to get left behind, so here's a reminder for you to buy your tickets now, and you can do it in store on the nationallottery.co.za website. There's the mobile app, cell phone banking, or simply dial *120 *7529# and then follow the USSDs. It really is that simple. We made it even easier by putting all these details on our Expresso social media pages, so you can go check it out right now. And we want to panda push or play the daily lotto for an estimated 450,000 Rand in jackpots today. And that's for your chance at winning big, but only if you play and get involved. With that being said, it looks like you're ready to win some moolah, and we out here at Expresso are maybe ready for our scones. Ooh.
Well, our scones are definitely smelling good in here right now. I'm just seeing people salivating all around, so we got to see what they actually look like, and I'm going to grab them straight out the oven. Wow. Can I grab this? Okay. There you go. Third time's the charm. Okay, let me move over here. Do we know whose is whose?
That one is mine.
This is your one. And then in this oven, we've got Zara's. Interesting. I like a scone with character. I will say that much. Okay, so we've got two. They're going to cool down. Of course, we have Tinika versus Jazara. Who's going to take this one? Well, we'll find out very, very soon. I don't know who the judges are going to be. Hopefully me, because it smells so good in here. Perhaps we'll bring Ryle in as well to decide who is going to take this. Is it going to be a draw? Is Jazara going to walk away 2-0? Or is Tinika going to come on through to the top? We'll find out after the break.
There are stories of believers, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. ABSA.
Your story absolutely does matter. Mzansi, welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And I think this one is a shout out to all the parents out there. I think one of our biggest responsibilities, and especially for our parent, is preparing for your kids, and that's for the future. And I think especially when it comes to money management, right? This is something we don't actually think too much about.
Yeah, no, and so much energy needs to be put into it. I mean, I look back at my childhood in particular and realize that I had no clue about finances, if I'm being honest, right?
Yep.
Teaching kids about money can make a huge difference in their lives, because if you think about it, when raising kids, you're raising adults. So you got to make sure that you give them the right tools to be able to do what they need to do.
Yes, please. I mean, especially in this current world we live in. I mean, especially when we're all talking about finances, right? It's not just about saving for a rainy day. It's about building a solid foundation for our kids. And questions like, how do we help them understand the value of money, saving, and especially when it comes to spending wisely? Now, this is important for me, and I think something that really stands out is, I think something my parents did for me, and it's not intentionally, obviously, but the fact that there wasn't a lot of money around meant that you really appreciated it.
When it was there.
When you did have it, it always resulted in two things. Either you kept it close and precious and you saved it, or you took it and you're like, I've never seen this before. I'm going to do anything and everything I can with it. I'm going to blow it. But like, I think you need to find the balance in that. So neither that is a good strategy in its entirety as well.
Yeah.
But here's some tips and some good questions that I think we should be asking, right?
Absolutely. I mean, financial literacy for kids is absolutely vital. So you got to sit down and really ask yourself, at what age do you think kids should start learning about money?
Yeah, and I don't think there's ever really too young an age.
I would agree.
If it's not about money, maybe the value and concept of just currency in general, that this equates to earning something else. So saving that in order to unlock something. It doesn't need to be a rand value, but you can start with tokens.
Exactly.
You can start with like anything crazy, and just teaching that value of like exchange and what it really means. Bartering, yeah. I think so at an early age you can even make a game out of it and kind of get the mind thinking about why it's important. I don't think it's too young really, as long as it's fun.
I don't think so either. I mean, also I think about piggy banks. I mean, that's a really nice and simple way to start learning about, okay, if I save money in this thing that's sitting over there, I don't get to touch it, but eventually it's going to have big reward, then, I mean, that's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
I remember when, I mean, I didn't really get pocket money, but I was kind of convinced to stop sucking my thumb at a young age.
Oh,
and my
wow.
aunt gave me like 5 rands for every day or every week that I wouldn't do it.
Wow.
And so I kind of learned the value in money in that sense. I mean, overall, it's great for your dental hygiene to do that. But in my mind, I'm like, okay, I can save up some money here. 5, 10, 50, 20 rand, I'm a millionaire, you know? So I think at any age, it's really important to start instilling that.
I think it's a great idea to definitely do exactly that. And whether it's, say, something like pocket money or an allowance, or maybe just allowing the kid to do chores and certain things around the house that can earn them that cash, it's important that you don't obviously enable and just buy them everything, and allow them the idea of understanding what does this mean, what does money mean, and do I need to save up something so that I can acquire something for myself? That will give them far better appreciation for money and what it actually means, and also give them some value and educate them along the way. I think that's a great way to instill what reality actually is, and that's demanding a lot of money.
Let me put this question out to you. Do you think that parents should just give their kids money regardless? Because, I mean, they didn't ask to be here, if we're being honest. Or is instilling something like you work for what you get, as in earn your money, is that a better approach?
I really think it is, and I think even for the parents that can afford to just give the kids everything, that's not going to teach them much. That's just going to be like an enabler, and then when there comes an inevitable moment where they can't have something, they're not going to understand why or the value of it. So I think to add value to anything, appreciation, and also just to learn that we need to obviously put time in to work for something, I think it really adds value to the thing that you're actually acquiring at the end of the day. I mean, if you just get everything and everything's just available, you lose appreciation for it, right?
You do. And you kind of become entitled, like everything is mine, I get to have everything. I mean, I remember with one of my first jobs straight out of high school, I wanted a laptop for varsity because I knew it was coming, and it was that December period, and everybody else is out there spending their money because we're 18, so they're out in the clubs, they're out drinking, and I was so focused I saved every single cent of my checks that I got in order to get myself a laptop, so I was prepared for
And how good did that
university.
feel when you actually acquired it, right?
So, nobody could tell me nothing. I was like, I'm a real adult right now.
But that's exactly it, and I think it's so important to have these conversations, Mzansi. It's never too late. We're never too young, and I think both of us can stand testament to the fact that we would love and have welcomed this conversation a lot earlier because we all could do with some more financial literacy. So let's keep that conversation going. It's absolutely crucial, and I think with financial literacy, it is a skill that will serve our kids so well throughout their entire lives.
Absolutely, and with ABSA, your story matters. We know this, and it's never too early to start. So head to absa.co.za and check out how ABSA is assisting us in raising financially savvy kids.
There are stories of strivers, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. ABSA.
And continuing down that avenue, we want to shine a spotlight at Allen Glen High School. BIC didn't just deliver supplies, no, they went even bigger. They sparked a brighter future with the kids there.
Yeah, now with brand new stationery in hand, the learners are equipped to chase their academic goals with absolute confidence. But the excitement didn't stop there, right? BIC brought in an extraordinary guest, a Paralympian gold medalist. We're talking about Mpumelelo Mhlongo, and I'm sure you know we're talking about that now is a story that is all about perseverance, inspiring these students to aim even higher. Now, Kukla had front row seats, so let's take a look at all this magic.
This morning, we are at Allen Glen High School with BIC as part of their Buy a Pen, Donate a Pen initiative. BIC is committed to donating over 1 million pens and pencils to schools under the slogan, Together We Can Make a Difference. This initiative aims to provide students with the necessary writing tools to help them complete the school year successfully. And as part of the initiative, BIC will be donating BIC crystal pens to as many matric students as possible to help them write their final exams as easy as possible. But that's not all we have in store for you today, because BIC has another surprise for the students. A special visit from Paralympian gold medalist Mpumelelo Mhlongo. Mpumelelo, it's such a pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much for joining us on Expresso. You wake up as a Paralympic champion every single day now. How does it feel?
I think just truly overjoyed, you know, the opportunity to represent your country and the global stage, and then come out as the world's best in the pinnacle of your sport is something I never dreamt of, and it's a reality I'm now living.
Something else that's inspiring is your partnership with BIC. Take us through the story behind why you've decided to partner with BIC.
That's just a true testament of the stationary powerhouse that is BIC. You know, they had this idea that they want to have a campaign where they give more to the schools. We've got staggering dropout rates, and we know with the power of a pen, the power of education in our country can really make sure that the youth stay in school, which means the futures and the trajectory of their lives can really shape the generation that comes after.
Now that we've got the formalities out of the way, I just want to let you know that I was also a gold medalist in my high school, okay?
Yes.
So I'm going to race you to the drop-off right now. Are you ready, Mpumelelo?
I'm always ready to run. Are you ready?
100%.
With those boots, I'm going to count you down. We're going to go 3, 2, 1. Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go!
Why would you say it's important and essential for the youth of South Africa to attain an education?
Education, normally, like they used to say, is key to opening doors that have been closed. Looking at our country personally, the educational landscape has changed completely, to an extent that if you are not educated, there's nothing else that you're going to do in life. So it's very much important for our kids to be educated holistically, so that they can walk tall among their peers in future.
Amy, it's so good to see you again, because I know when I see you, BIC is about to make a difference. What is BIC hoping to achieve through this matric pen drop-off initiative today?
We are heavily invested in the communities that we operate in, and we're committed to education. And Beck has been a staple brand of students' lives from the first day of grade 1 to the last day of matric. So it's essential for us that we are able to put essential stationery tools in the hands of our students. We never want the matrics not passing their exams because they don't have a pen to be the reason why they failed.
South African citizens, brands, organizations, what can we do to help with the dropout rate here in South Africa?
One of the main reasons for our high dropout rate in South Africa is because of a lack of resources. And that's not necessarily stationery. That could be something as simple as a lack of food, a lack of hygiene products, a lack of stationery, a lack of school products. So if we could all come together and do that one single change, we can really make a difference. And if any organizations want to get involved and want to help out, they're welcome to visit our Big South Africa website and navigate to the Buy a Pen, Donate a Pen initiative and give us a shout.
How will today's big donation impact your school and your students?
Motivation, especially at this time of the year where they've written their prelims and everything that they expected did not happen the way that they wanted it to or they expected it. They're a little bit low on motivation.
And finally, what would you like to say to Beck?
You know, they could have gone anywhere else, but they came here, they thought about us, they thought about our learners, and for that we're super grateful.
It's more than just a pen, it's more than just ink. It's a symbol that you guys believe in us. It's a symbol that you guys see our potential and what we can achieve as matrics. So really just want to thank you guys for the tools that you have given us to take our academics to greater heights. It puts us in a more comfortable position to do what we must in matric.
Over the past couple of years, BIC has donated over 16 million writing tools. The matric pen donation, together with the other donations, is just one small way that BIC is trying to help our matriculants to make sure that they are as prepared as possible for their final exams. And we cannot thank them enough for it. Thank you, BIC!
I absolutely love that, Kukle. And Rodney, I gotta say, bro, yes, we do see your talent. We see the potential in you and we believe in all your possibilities. And that's what BIC are doing right now. So I can't wait to see your bright future. And again, thank you to Phantom Tales for coming through and diving in and giving all those kids that dose of inspiration. That's what it's absolutely about. We're gonna keep the inspiration going right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. From here, we head to the kitchen and let's see if those scones and muffins are inspiring us. I don't know, let's find out.
We've been waiting for this moment and it is officially here. We're going to find out who gets the Scone crown for making the best scones using, of course, our clover yogurt. We've got Tinika versus Jazara, but I can't judge alone. I mean, come on, it wouldn't be fair. Ryle has to come on through. We both judged the breakfast and now we judge the scones.
I can't wait for this one, and it's 1-0 so far in the grand scheme of things. I know we're having fun out here, but we definitely love putting your skills to the test. So I want to say thank you to both of you for treating us to a VIP breakfast experience from Tastemaster enthusiasts, Tastemaster Junior Slayers. So who's, by the way?
So this is Tinika, this is Jazara. Are you a sweet or a savory scone eater?
I don't know, maybe savory, but I don't know. I can't pick with
we have to try both of them anyway.
Let's do it,
why not? Okay.
And,
I'm going to pick this one. This is very
Is there a perfect serve in terms of how we should be eating this? We're just going to chow the scone straight as is.
That's a great...
I think are we going to use the jam or not?
Yeah.
Why not? Let's have the full experience. Why not? So this is the sweet, the sweet one on this side.
No. Okay.
Oh, this one,
I've already lost it. This is
right.
Jazara
Take the perfect one from you. I'll prepare this for both of us, Carissa.
Okay, let me do this.
You don't mind cream and jam on yours, right?
No, give it to me.
All right, lots of the good stuff coming
You don't mind
through.
butter, do you?
No, more butter, more better.
Yeah, baby.
Okay, so that's happening over there.
Okay.
Let's actually do another one over here. So I want to know, like, what exactly did you put in here, Jazara, while I'm on your side of the scone game? What went into this exactly?
The strawberry yogurt,
oh, nice.
some vanilla essence as well. So the jam will pair really nicely with the scone.
Oh, we're pairing it together perfectly. Ticking the box of sweetness. I love it.
And on this side, we've got the mixed fruit, which is going to be really interesting with cheese. Do you think that would pair well?
I like a bit of fruit and cheese, so...
You did say that, hey? A bit of jam and cheese, so why not?
That would probably be nice.
Okay, well, let's see.
Probably, all right. Proof is in the pudding. Let's tuck in. I'm going to have my taste of my sweet one on my side first.
Alice, like, layered it up here.
Oh, you did? All right, I got a half for you.
Are we going
call
to
it
Zara?
TV bite or not, it doesn't matter, but...
Okay, let's see.
Oh, man. Is this our job? Wow. All right. Just add Jazars. Absolutely delicious. Sweet. Love the cream hitting the perfect notes. All right. Let me come over this
Well
side.
done. It's this one.
Tanika, thank you so much for this. Oh, I've got a double pack here.
Wait, I'm so confused now. I have to eat the same one you ate, right?
Ooh. Okay. This is probably going to be the hardest thing I ever thought I would do this morning.
Well done.
It definitely makes a difference when you have a preference between sweet and savory.
Right.
I think that's what's going to really determine the winner here for this one.
But you're tasting Jazara's. You've got to taste the next one for Tinika's, right?
I'm tasting Tanika's now. I've had Jazara's.
No, that's...
No, that's
is this?
Jazara.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
It gives a different flavor with the cheese.
Okay. I didn't know that.
now
So
you've
I've
got
just had...
Tinika. I mean, I've got Jazara.
So this was Jazara's.
That's Jazara.
Okay.
This is Tinika.
That's Tanika.
This one's Tinika.
Wow, okay.
think
So
that's
let me
on-
try that. I have to.
Oh my God, that's really good.
Oh my word. Okay, I see what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
So, who's this?
That's right. That's
that one
right.
is mine. I think the other two are both Jazara's.
Okay, let me just try them all just to make
Put
sure.
it all,
We gotta
put
make
it
sure.
all.
We gotta make sure.
Oh,
Ooh. Ooh. So wait, this one was yours, right?
that was
that
her
one. I think the other
Okay.
You want to award the winner.
That's so hard. I think officially for this challenge, and this is so tough, you guys are both absolutely incredible.
well done to
I think you both win for the right reasons, but I'm gonna have to give it to Tanika!
Well done, Tinika. Well done, babe. That was a
Wow.
good effort. It was her first
That was
attempt
amazing.
at scones as
Was this
well.
your first attempt?
So well done,
Honestly, I
Jazara.
couldn't actually choose a winner. I actually just did rock, paper, scissors in my head, to be honest, but I am more of like a savory fan, and I think the way you did the savory version, it was a little bit of a win, but
Excelente.
both winners nonetheless.
It is.
Amazing.
It's a draw. Everybody walks away a winner, especially us, because we get to enjoy this. We'll see you after the break.
Yum. Oh, that was a win. Love.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, Mzansi, welcome back. Your Feel Good Breakfast Show. I think we still got our mouths full from some delicious scones that were just prepared by our Tastemaster Juniors, and I can't thank them enough. But we're going to keep the delicious and the extravaganza going right now with episode 4 of Tropica Island of Treasure. And if you don't know what we're talking about, well, wow, we found ourselves back on the beach and diving into some exciting stuff and a crazy challenge to say the least. Now, we're going to be starting to see the team's competitiveness come out in this one for sure. And looking at these visuals, it is on.
It's on, right? Let me tell you, I was a little bit anxious when I saw some of the teams getting back into the water. I was like, did we check this first, guys, please? I saw Team Orange did look a little bit nervous. So How it all played out. Well, I hope you caught that episode.
Yeah, look, it was insane. And, you know, for those of us who see these games and think, I could do that, I could definitely smash that one. Well, look, World Sports Betting and Space Salad Studios have teamed up again with Tropic Island of Treasure to elevate the experience even further with the weekly challenges that have been coming through. Now, this collaboration is absolutely incredible. It invites viewers to immerse themselves directly in the show's excitement, changing the way we connect with reality TV. And a reminder, we don't want you to forget that you can still win a share of 60,000 Rand, and that's simply by visiting wsbwinners.co.za and playing along. It's that simple. We're going to show you exactly how right now, yeah?
Yep. Well, these past few games, I have not been killing it, let me tell you that much. But I am excited to see what's next. And if you'd like to do this, wsbwinners.co.za is where you head on over, and let's see how we do it this time. Okay, we're doing the archery again.
Yes.
Like I said before, it's also to do with the Maasai culture being
This is
celebrated.
tough.
And I hope I won't let them down. Okay, I'm going to go. I have to shoot the target.
Nice.
I have
Good
to shoot
form.
the target. Wait, I think this is still the demo.
I think, yeah.
Okay.
So this is a cool demo, just showing you exactly what you need to do. Obviously, if it's got more than one number on it, you've got to hit it a couple times, multiple
In order to
shots.
break it.
But this is just reminding me of the sadness that we experienced last week with Team Pineapple.
yeah.
Obviously, not making it through
Chad
with this round.
and,
Chad
Ryan.
and Ryan really came through and showing us that this was not as easy as we thought. So if you thought that you could do better, why don't you try right now and pull in on this game and see if you can even maybe beat the top score of the week. Looks like
Come
Carissa's
on,
definitely
give it
gonna
to me,
make
give
that
it to
top
me.
10 score. She's on 24 points already, and
Where are they?
a minute in, she's got about a minute left, and I definitely think she can absolutely smash this one. Yeah!
Let's go, baby.
Booyah.
Oh, the green balloon.
Get it, get it, get it! Yeah!
Did I get it?
I think you might have, yeah? I think you
10.
might have.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let me just tell you, this is harder than what
this
it
is
looks,
fine.
okay?
You've got like 45
My heart's
seconds left.
racing so quickly right now.
Get the big numbers! Get the big numbers! Hey, this is like a top score coming
20,
here, right?
20.
Get that
Come
20,
here,
get that
baby.
purple. Come on.
It's running away from me.
All right, while you've got last 30 seconds left, Mzansi, I'll remind you that this is something that you can get involved in too. And while Carissa hopefully cracks at the top score, I think I have what it takes, right? But the question is, do you think you have what it takes on the island? Well, do you? I think this is the future of interactive viewing with Tropic Island of Treasure. And a reminder, you want to get in on this action, visit wsbwinners.co.za now, and you can start playing for your chance to win a share of 60,000 Rand. And if you missed the excitement of episode 3, well, you can catch the repeats happening tonight on SABC1 at 9 p.m. What are you waiting for? If this doesn't get you excited
Your
enough,
turn.
then maybe tonight will. So, all right, it's my turn now. Wish me luck, and I'm getting my game
I only
on.
got
What's
like
happening
20
now,
points or
Carissa?
something. But let's see. We'll take you to the stage right now as Raul continues to be my top scorer to perform mental health rather. It's singer-songwriter Werner Bekker. Take it away.
Yes.
Chair to speak, mindful bleak, words of a dying man. Useless meek, say don't speak, things never go to plan. Lift off the ground, never safe nor sound, lift into outer space. And you're dying of confusion, man, you really thought this time you had a plan. But it's just self-speak in your mind, messing up your day. Oh, it's just self-speak in my mind, make it go away. Never thought that I'd be fighting with myself, thought that I was doing pretty well. It's just my mental health, it's just my mental health. Oh, I know what you think, I'm dumb, I stink, I'm blissfully immature. But you're wrong, I'm strong, and I'm right where I belong. I guess, I'm pretty sure. Don't the two of you just can it, man? I don't think I can take it anymore. But it's just self-speak in your mind, messing up your day. Oh, it's just self-speak in my mind, make it go away. Never thought that I'd be fighting with myself, thought that I was doing pretty well. It's just my mental health. You it's yourself speak in your mind, messing up your day. Oh, it's yourself speak in my mind, make it go away. Never thought that I'll be fighting with myself. Thought that I was doing pretty well. It's just my mental health. It's just my mental health.
Yes!
Wow. Absolutely here for Werner. The man is just blowing up our screens right now, and I hope you're loving all these live performances coming at you in lieu of that EP that's just been released. It's absolutely exciting, and you can clearly see why.
Yes, oh my goodness. Folklore is here, and we absolutely love Werner's contribution to that. Also, he says that we're going to get an album soon, so I cannot wait for it. But listen, still more to come on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. 20 more minutes in your company. We're going to squeeze in as much as possible, all around young entrepreneurs tackling something vitally important, and that is the water crisis in South Africa. Did you know that 3 million South Africans don't have access to clean water?
That is crazy,
Isn't that insane?
absolutely. And now we're going to have a conversation and talk about a cause that's trying to change this the absolute most, and we're talking about impact on another level. So come through, dive into this conversation, and then of course Werner's coming back to serve us and tick that box of entertainment. Don't go anywhere. See you after this.
To the brave hearts who persevere against all odds, we salute you. Along with Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave, we're inspiring hope across South Africa this Hopetober. Stand to win 1,500 Rand every weekday by answering the Hopetober competition question on Expresso's social media pages throughout the month of October, using hashtag Hopetober and hashtag sponsors of Brave. T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back, Mzansi. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Expresso opening up on S3. And let me tell you, this next conversation is something we all need to pay attention to, and especially in our country. If you didn't know, well, you are about to. Listen, South Africa's water crisis is a challenge. Now, we cannot afford to ignore it. With young innovators at the forefront, I believe that change could be on the horizon. So today we're going to be joined by Thandy Matlaila, and she's the spokesperson for VivaCon Agua South Africa. And she's here to discuss the the Umthombo Social Enterprise Program. Now, this is an initiative which offers mentorship, expert training, and up to 100,000 Rand in funding to help young entrepreneurs create lasting solutions for water and sanitation challenges. I love everything you are standing behind right now. How are you doing? Firstly, you look incredible.
Thank you so much. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good, and I'm so excited to speak about this because it's shocking to think the situation that we actually are in. And I don't think many of South Africans that aren't aware of this are aware of how bad it actually is. So let's just talk about this vision that you have behind this Umthombo Social Enterprise Program. What is in light of this? What's happening here?
So this is a program that I'm very excited about. The vision with the Umthombo program, Umthombo, first of all, the name means a source, a well, a spring of water.
Course, yeah.
And that's what we're looking for this program to be. We want it to be a source of inspiration for young local entrepreneurs. We want to inspire them and empower them. We want to support them with any innovation that deals with water, access to clean water, sustainable sanitation solutions. It ranges from waste management, climate adaptation, real issues that are, challenges in our communities. We want the young people who are on the ground in these communities to feel empowered to take ownership of how to solve them.
So an opportunity for them to really stand up and make a change in their community or in their area. Yeah. But why is this so important? Why dual this? I mean, what's the current situation when it comes to our water crisis in South Africa? Is it really that bad?
It is quite bad, yes. So I think at the head of the segment, you mentioned that 3 million people in South Africa.
Is that number real?
It is real. Yes, it is. And also the state of mortality in infants, children under 5, almost 20% of them die from waterborne diseases. That number also is quite alarming, So this is definitely an issue that we need to pay attention to, that we need to address, really. So young people getting involved in creating a change in that way, I think is amazing. And to be honest with you, the interest that we're seeing from young entrepreneurs is so encouraging. We hear so often that young people in South Africa are apathetic, that they're complacent, with the unemployment rates, which is another statistic that we're trying to address. You hear all these bad things, the narrative around young people not wanting to actually get involved in the economy, and the response to this program really just puts all of that to shame.
So you're seeing the flip side of that, and I think definitely maybe the fact that you've added an incredible incentive to this, because it looks like Mzansi-preneurs get mentorship, which already is incredible, but also up to 100,000 Rand in funding. This is huge, and this is definitely something that I think can be a catalyst to some incredible and impactful ideas. What exactly are some of these sort of solutions and ideas that you are funding, though? Because I think a lot of kids out there right now are going to be listening going, hang on, I've got a great idea. I need some of that cash.
Sure. So it ranges the whole span of water, sanitation and hygiene. So something like low-cost water purification technologies, something like a sustainable sanitation solution, designs around new eco-toilets, things like that that help in the sanitation space. Things around water conservation. How can we improve managing wastewater, anything at all. I mean, I grew up in a township in Johannesburg where leakages in the streets were just commonplace.
Like the norm, yeah.
Exactly. Meanwhile, there's no actual clean water running out of the taps. So, that it just doesn't make any sense. So we're looking for bold, creative ideas, whatever they are, as long as they tackle those issues, we want to hear from you.
I love that. And I don't think any solution, big or small, is one that would be overlooked. So I think you're encouraging so much more of that. And to talk about it, when you mention the fact that there's over 3 million South Africans lacking access to clean water, what do you think and hope the impact of a program like Umthombo can have long-term and short-term for our country? Because I think the impact here could be actually incredible.
Yeah, so, I mean, the very first thing is we hope to improve the state of water access to clean water and sanitation. And we hope that some health outcomes can come out of that. The statistic that I was talking about in terms of waterborne diseases. So that would be the most immediate outcome that we hope for. In the long term, in the long term, we hope to inspire social entrepreneurs, you know, to feel empowered, to take ownership of challenges in their community, addressing them. We hope that this extends beyond just water, sanitation and hygiene. I mean, this speaks to SDG 6 in terms of access to clean water and a whole bunch of other SDGs, SDG 9, SDG 8, SDG 11. So in terms of bigger international goals, this contributes to that as well.
Oh, this is absolutely incredible. A quick one just before you go. How can anybody, entrepreneurs, youngpreneurs, and everybody in South Africa get involved in this project and campaign?
Sure. So the deadline for the program was last week, Friday.
Okay.
But as I was telling you just a little bit earlier, the ideas and the reception from young entrepreneurs has been magnificent. I still have advice for entrepreneurs who have missed this deadline. I would like to plug them to our social media at Viva Con Agua South Africa to stay in touch with what the program is doing. Find out about other opportunities that we have lined up to support you, but also try to innovate. Think about innovating in what I'm going to say are less than sexy ideas. We have a lot of young people who want to innovate in the design, fashion, creative, beauty spaces, but not a lot of young people want to innovate in something like toilets or, you know, water and things like that.
Big opportunities.
Exactly. There are massive gaps. There a huge demand. This could really be your break.
This could be, and I want to thank you again, Matlaila, for coming through and really showing off, showcasing what needs to be done in our country. I think this is a pertinent conversation, and I think a great call to action for you, Mzansi, of all our youth out there looking to make impact in your community and solve and stand up. Well, this is your opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you.
And right now it is time for another episode of Handy Heroes. And today the experts from Build It Mega Msunduzi in Pietermaritzburg will share their DIY hacks and their valuable paint tips to make your next DIY as simple as 1, 2, 3.
Powered by Plascon, today's handy hero comes from Build It Mega Msunduzi in Pietermaritzburg.
Msunduzi Mega Build It has been running for about 15 years. What I can tell you, the customers here love Msunduzi Mega Build It for the loyalty that we have and the experience that we have in all different types of hardware. What makes me proud of Msunduzi Mega Build It is that we give our customers the best experience that we can offer, the knowledge we can offer to them, and the loyalty that they come back all the time to come to Build It and have that fun experience.
The thing that makes us the big hardware store around this area is that we keep a lot of varieties of paints, and we go with our slogan, yes we can. It's the best store to buy Plascon because we keep a lot of variety, from the polyfiller to the Microtex brushes, to the primers, to the universal undercoat, to the top coats. The thing that I like about the Plascon brand is it's a well-known brand. From long time still I was a kid, from our grannies, from generation to generation, like Plascon keep on moving. My favorite Plascon brand is Microtex because it contains its own polyfiller inside, it closes cracks and hairlines, and it's a rough texture, also contains a UV protection.
My DIY tip for painting products is having the right accessories, the right rollers, the right paintbrush. What do you need to have before you start painting? Make a list and go down from the list.
Today's Handy Heroes is powered by Plascon Wall and All. Unmatched dirt, stain, water and fade resistance to keep your walls beautiful for years. Plascon, together we've got this.
Yeah, I think the word overwhelming is no longer a part of your vocabulary when you head down to one of these incredible stores. They definitely have so much expertise and making the entire process just that much more enjoyable, something you can get excited about, and especially when we're talking about your sanctuary, your home, your space, your opportunity to make it that much more better.
Yeah, says Mr. Designer himself. But yes, he is right. No overwhelm here. And especially not here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, because listen, Werner is still standing by with more Feel Good. He's got another performance lined up for us, and we can't wait to get into it.
Cannot wait for that. And another chance, your last chance, and a reminder to get some money in your pocket. We're talking about Lotto and all the details all waiting for you around the corner. We'll see you after this.
Handy Heroes, powered by Plascon. We've got this.
Channel time. Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, at least for Monday. We still have a week ahead of you, okay? But right now, we want you to win big on this Monday. Play Daily Lotto for an estimated 450,000 Rand jackpot. Now, don't get left behind. There's so many ways that you can buy your ticket.
Yeah, we've got so many options for you. You can buy your tickets now in store on the nationallottery.co.za website, the mobile app, cell phone banking, or simply dialing *120 *7529# and then following the USSDs.
Oh, that is perfect. Now, all these details are on our Expresso social media pages, so do go and check them out. And Panda Pusha play Daily Lotto for an estimated 450,000 Rand jackpot today for your chance at winning big. It could be a payday for you.
It could be. And before you even get to that, we're going to keep the winning feeling right now on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, because taking to the stage to perform finally something from the new realms of music, it's Nectarines, and this is Werner Bekker. Take it away, bruv.
Put it down. Lay your head on my pillowcase. Calm right down. Sometimes we all make bad mistakes. And don't be done. Take a breath and look forward. Breathe and look forward. Silly magazines. People stare into empty space. I brought you nectarines. I know you hate the texture, but you love the taste. Know so many things about you. Now I cannot forget them, cannot forget them. Would you lie to me? Would you play this little game? Laughing at your laughter, drunk in your disaster. How many times have we missed the mark? It's like a little board game, throwing darts and playing with the wild flames, baby. Wild flames, baby. Let your walls come down. Let the tears irrigate your face. If you want, I'll come around. I can make you laugh and we can traverse space. I'll even go downtown. If you want, I can show you. Yeah, I can show you. Would you lie to me? Would you play this little game? Laughing at your laughter, drunk in your disaster. How many times have we missed the mark? It's like a little board game, throwing darts and playing with the wild flames, baby. Wild flames, don't know what I'm after. Stuck in my disaster. How many times can you light a spark? I want all your tears and laughter. Happy ever after. Playing with the wild flames, baby. Wild flames, baby.
Another Feel Good production.
Discover the chill of Tropica, the original smooth. Same great taste always. And because Tropica can, it's now in a can. Nothing smoother. Go on, try it now.